Welcome to Nerds Who Get Laid
Sometimes.
That is right. You're hearing our voice, and we are all in a room together, looking very handsome and very beautiful. It's the Christmas episode.
Know, right? Yeah. Nathan's wearing his Christmas shirt. I'm digging that.
I've been looking forward to this all day.
I wear this to all Christmas-related events. This is like my... It looks like I did one giant Christmas thing in one day as photos. Like 10 years from now, when people show photos of this time, they'll be like, man, he did a lot that day. I just wore the same shirt everywhere I went.
You're very Noel.
Yeah. Every year I have like my shirt. And I have a shirt that I usually like.
It's your Christmas shirt?
Well, no, more just even throughout the year. There's usually a shirt that I really like. I'm drawn to. I like to wear it a lot.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so if I'm doing something like events, and usually where there's going to be pictures, I probably wear the same shirt. So every year I can be like, I remember that year. I was wearing that shirt a lot. Yeah. I sent a photo to the guys and earlier of one of my Christmas parties from many years ago where me and Ray were having a dance off. Whew. And I was like, I remember that shirt. That was my 2016 shirt. So it does happen. But with that being said, 2019 coming to the end, the year is coming to an end. Also the end of a decade.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This year, we finally saw Disney Plus arrive, brought a show, and then there's other things, like a lot of some other stuff, but, hidden there. Fire Festival. You guys remember that? The documentary made us really appreciate all the crappy vacations we take. Sonic scared people so much that the studio chose to redesign them, something that the Cats makers chose to ignore, if you think about it. Did you hear about that?
No, did you hear they're doing it still?
They're redoing it, yeah.
Yeah, while it's in theaters. That's crazy.
My favorite comment, someone's like, so this is where we're at with movies now. You have to get DLC.
Yep.
For them to fix it.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Neckbeards banded together to storm Area 51 and then didn't.
Yeah.
Big Bang finally was taken behind the shed and shot.
Thank God.
God bless them. Marvel and Sony gave fans a huge scare with a very public fight about Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Old Town Road. You guys remember that big song?
Yeah, I've actually never heard that song.
You've heard somewhere.
I don't think I have.
Bunch of country folks singing a gay black man's anthem. That's what I really love. That was what was
so good.
Game of Thrones came to an end.
Yeah.
And people hated it.
Marvel Endgame wrapped up the end of a phase for Marvel.
How many years? Was that a decade? 10 years? Yeah.
Well, Star Wars Skywalker saga finally came to an end this year. Yeah. A lot of ending. Quick note, we will be doing a big, in-depth, spoiler-filled Skywalker review after all of the funds that we got going on here today. Stranger Things came near to an end with Hopper dying, quote-unquote, big elephant ears on that one. And then DC finally made
elephant ears.
And DC finally made a movie that people love, Joker being the first R-rated movie to break $1 billion.
Yeah.
So crazy year 2019 was. Gave us a lot of downs. Everything was an end. Like, I feel that.
But ends are new beginnings.
Yes.
Thank you. That was very insightful, very uplifting. TJ, the usual negative Nancy over there, making me feel a little better about.
It's a new TJ for 2020.
Yeah, Semisonics, like closing time. It's a line from it.
So, how have you guys been? It's been a while since we sat together and spoke to our people.
Wait, what was our last?
The Little Debbie Challenge.
Was that the last thing we've done on here?
Yeah.
God damn.
So after that, just so you guys know, we all went and got checked for diabetes, and we have it.
We all have it. And our wives.
And
super diabetes.
Yeah.
Wilford Bremery's my friend now.
The complaints you hear about insulin is all valid. Like, we were dealing with that now, and it's very expensive. So
I just buy pet insulin.
Yeah.
So
that's the way
I
around
save
it.
thousands of dollars that way.
No wonder you got that. You're always like shaking and scratching your neck. And,
Well, he also has to be fleed now.
And I keep putting my nose in y'all's assholes.
Yeah,
too.
that's
You haven't
true.
mentioned that.
I'm always like, TJ, it's good to see you again. But I mean, come on, you smelt that ass before.
Hey, I don't mind, man.
Chuck, give us a rundown of your 2019. What was like some highlights? Just like one or two things. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Like, what really stands out for you this year? What was your favorite walk to work?
It was
that was nice to hear, Chuck.
Give me one thing that you've done new this year.
one thing I've done new this year.
Not show related.
Not show related.
Not watching a TV show for the first time.
What's something 2019 Chuck did that 2018 Chuck would be like, whoa?
I attended a cosplay party not too long ago. It was just a little shindig somebody was throwing together where we all had to dress up as this guy from Food Network, Guy Fieri, And I mean, it was okay. I mean,
He's trying real hard on this one.
No, I'm not trying hard. But the host was his costume
There's
was
only
okay.
so long he can stretch this one thing new he did out.
But it changed my ideas on buying a crockpot because this one dude made some amazing fucking tortellini. So I'm going for that.
That was an Instapot, I thought.
That was an Instant Pot?
Either way.
I'm looking forward to cooking more.
It's actually Instant Pot. It's not Instapot.
Is that just what a bunch of like people have decided to call it?
Yeah, and I was like, someone mentioned that to me. I'm like, no, you're wrong. I looked it up, and like you can look up Instapot on Amazon, and it looks it up and it says Instapot, and then you look at everything and it's like, oh, Instant Pot.
Is that how southern this area is? Where everybody just calls it an Instapot instead of Instant Pot?
And you just don't hear the T.
Because I thought it was a name brand.
I did too. I absolutely did. I was arguing it, and I was wrong.
Other than that, the only other highlight from my year this year that I can really consider to be a highlight was I got abducted by a group of guys, and they forced skinny jeans upon me.
They didn't take, though.
No, they didn't. I fought it.
Well, hopefully 2020 will be a new Chuck for us. Like
I don't know.
Like,
God, I didn't even have to live his life this year, and it bored the fuck out of me.
I'm sorry I didn't have a fucking baby this year, Ray.
Made me depressed.
Yeah. All right, TJ, give us something good about you, sir. Or terrible. I'll take either.
I'm fucking glad I'm not Chuck.
Well, see, that's a blanket fucking statement, guys.
I say that every day, actually.
I wake up in the morning and I say,
Dear Lord, thank you for not making me like
I'm
Chuck.
still not Chuck.
Man, this is a long drive to work. I'm not fucking Chuck, so I'm doing good.
Oh, that was a good one.
What else, TJ? Was that your highlight of the year?
No, I've had a really good year, but I can't put it like this is a highlight. It's been a real plateau year.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Ray, I mean, go ahead and tell us your highlight.
Well, I redid the studio.
There you go. Yeah, best thing that I've enjoyed.
And of course, I had a kid this year, so that's been wild. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of other fun things. We do a lot of things, so
yeah, it's been a crazy.
We live our lives.
Yeah,
over here at Big Brown.
Big Brown.
Oh, there is one. Well, never mind. That goes into next year. But Kingdom Death is almost here.
Yeah, I've been painting it up.
It's almost here.
Yeah, that was actually one of my biggest things.
Yeah, thanks for ruining.
Yeah, I got still the Thunder, man.
Oh, my Thunder. That was my 2019 biggest
biggest surprise.
Was that Ray actually started Kingdom Death. Every day I wake up and go, fucking Ray finally started.
Yeah.
And I wake up and pinch myself, and I look through the comments. I was like, oh shit, he really did do that.
We still haven't played it, so
no.
But it is together. Parts of it are together now.
I give it like another 2 years, and he'll be like, "We can finally play." Like, guys, I've finally put together 6 pieces of this game, and I've finally watched enough of the YouTube channels and to get ready with that. But let's talk about some of the stuff that we were kind of going with that quick highlight. There was a lot of endings for, I would say, for the last 10 years. Yeah. People have been kind of get into now. Jumping, let's just talk about Disney Plus, because to me that one has just been a big obsession for pretty much everyone this last couple of months at least. I guess 2 months.
Yeah,
last
did
weeks.
come out in October,
November 12th.
Okay, so we've had like a little bit of it.
Yeah, it's dropped. It's gave a lot of meme fodder with The Mandalorian.
Oh yes,
Mandalorians came out, and I honestly am curious. Do people actually watch the show, or is it just like they love Baby Yoda?
I think they love Baby Yoda.
I've actually seen multiple people say, I've never watched the show. I just love the meme. I just love the Baby Yoda memes and how cute Baby Yoda is.
I fucking hate Baby Yoda. Like, I mean, I like him in the show.
Yeah.
I hate the memes. I really do.
I haven't seen the ones that are real funny.
They're every morning. I see him on this message group I'm on.
Chuck apparently loves
morning.
I hate him, but I for some reason I love it also. I do.
I refuse that. There's no hate. I think you literally look at your phone and go,
I'm sitting there, I'm looking, I'm waiting for y'all to react to it. I'm waiting.
The amount of quote-unquote chicken nuggy.
Exactly. And you love tendies. And you love chicken tendies, Nathan.
Yeah, tendies.
And he's sitting there and he's got a file on his phone. It's all it is.
It's just chicken nuggy memes.
Creates him himself.
The show itself, Mandalorian, is fantastic. It's been extremely fun. It's really well done. It's what you kind of want. It's a Western space opera. Like it's everything that you want. And like I said, Baby Yoda is very adorable. I'll give it that.
Are you caught up on it?
No, I'm 2 episodes behind, I think.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I have been watching it. Like I said, it's one of those I watch by myself, so I usually give a couple episodes to kind of build up, and then I'll binge through them.
Yeah, because they're only like 30 minutes long.
Yeah, they're quick. And that's one of it's not really a complaint because I think that keeps you wanting more.
Yeah.
But you'll sit down, and if you're watching weekly, you're like, oh, it's over. I'm done. So if you at least you got 2 episodes, you're like, well, at least I got an hour.
I get worried when I'm watching it because I'm like, oh, they've got to tie this up. They probably only have 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
But also, I think there was an episode that was like 40 something minutes.
Yeah,
which is nice about these streaming services and stuff like that. They don't have to be the like whatever it used to be, like it's 22 minutes for a 30-minute episode.
It is weird.
Really have a time constraint.
Well, because Netflix does. So I was reading someone that does a Netflix show, and I can't remember right now, but Netflix is very strict that the shows have to be, I think, 45 minutes.
More than 45.
Like they're very, very strict. It's not one of those things that like, you do what you want to. Like they want these shows to be a specific time frame. And they hold them to it. Now, Disney could obviously be completely different.
Yeah.
And they might have more control, but it was a showrunner that was talking about it. Like, it was weird that like Netflix really holds them accountable to that.
It's probably because when I look at a show and I see it's an hour show, I just kind of like, I don't know if I can really commit to an hour show.
Yeah.
But I can say, okay, 45 minutes. I got 45 minutes. And even if it does turn into like 2 or 3 episodes, it's not.
It doesn't feel the same.
It doesn't feel the same as like I'm committing to an hour.
It's very funny because so many people are like that, where it's like, well, I don't really watch a movie, and then they watch like 4 hours of a show.
Yeah.
No, yeah, absolutely.
You just watch the movie.
And I do it all the time myself, so it's not even like a... But
that's honestly my life. I don't watch movies anymore unless I go to the movie theater. If I'm watching stuff online, it is 100% a show.
I still watch movies, but it has to be a movie I really want to see.
Yeah.
Like I finally started The King on Netflix, and I've been wanting to watch that for at least 2 months now. Like I keep watching it, and I finally would say like, today's the day I'll start it, but I'm not going to finish it. I watched 40 minutes and I paused it, and I really enjoyed it. But I was like, I'll go back. It's there's very few movies that like unless I'm watching with someone else. If I'm watching by myself, I'll pause movies all the time and come back to them and finish.
See, I never do that. I gotta finish them.
It has to be really good to make me finish it, and like if I feel okay pausing it, it probably wasn't that great of a movie anyway. What about Sonic? So that's been I thought was very interesting. So this is kind of older news, but like the fact that it came out, people fucking hated.
Yeah,
and
the design.
It was, and rightfully so. It was terrible.
It was bad. And
then they actually went back and listened to the feedback and did a great redesign. He looks awesome now.
Yeah,
but he looks like Sonic. He looks like he's straight out of the game. Like to me, it's like you have. If you're going to make Sonic into a movie, why would you not just copy what you've had branded for years?
It would have been like Detective Pikachu, and then they modeled it after Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Instead of just do it. Just go with the franchise that you have. There's a reason you're doing the franchise in the first place.
People, they love it.
Yeah.
And then it truly does make, because you guys kind of mentioned, is like Cats came out around the same time, and people were like, that's a terrible looking trailer. And then they're acting surprised that the movie now has came out and is doing abysmal because like it looked terrible. So they're like, well, maybe we update the CGI.
They had already updated it though.
It's awesome.
But when they put the trailer out, everyone was like, "Oh, this is horrible." So they did some changes, but now they're doing more changes. So
on the fly,
on the fly. But also like the fan base is very different. So, like, I think when you have something like Sonic and gamers and nerds in general are a lot more vocally passionate about things that they hate.
And also, too, we're talking about Cats. I mean,
it's definitely one of the...
It's going to bomb regardless,
I
think.
It's like, it's a Broadway that most people know because it was a silly Broadway that most people that like theater don't really love as that. So I thought that was kind of funny. Then that kind of takes me to like Marvel and Sony and like just how scared people were for so long that we were going to lose Spider-Man to Marvel. And like I think back, it's like because now everything was worked out. Yeah. It's good, but like it was a very public fight, and I think Ray was a big one that said it seemed more, as a stunt.
Yeah, I think that was a stunt. I absolutely do.
I agree.
The only reason I don't see why it would be a stunt is there's nothing tied to it coming out that has Spider-Man in it to like really.
It was I think it's more of a stunt to get somebody to fold on a negotiation. It's like, okay, well, we'll just slip this out. Oops, this leaked.
Yeah.
Like any of these things, like, oops, it leaked. And
because the same thing happened when the whole Fox thing was going through.
Yeah.
Like that kind of stuff always happens.
Which makes me wonder, is it Marvel that leaks it out a lot more? Because it gives them a lot.
I don't know.
They get that public feedback.
Yeah.
Because I don't even remember what the deals was. Because didn't Sony still kind of walk away the winner out of the negotiations?
No, Marvel did.
They walked away with the same deal that they had. So I think Sony won.
Yeah, didn't Sony won that?
Yeah, they kept pretty much the same deal that they had. So I think it's Sony won that.
Yeah. Because to me, that's why I was like, man, Marvel put a lot of backing on this character that they didn't, necessarily own yet. Like they had a good deal, but it's just like that's what to me. I was like, man, I don't want to see the rewrites and how they try and fix this going forward. Because it would just it'd be weird because obviously they would have, like Spider-Man would have to refer to stuff without giving names. Be like, when the thing happened, and it's just like just fucking say Iron Man, dude. But that was a big scare we got back from it. And then I just want to touch again. I just really want. Big Bang is finally dying, so fuck that shit.
I didn't even know that
never even watched
was
it, so.
still on.
I've never watched the show. I
have watched the show,
but people talk about
it was horrible.
Time. But fuck that show. Game of Thrones coming to its end. As Ray said, came to an end. People fucking wanted to hate on it. I was one of the few that was like, it was okay. It wasn't great.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
But you're never going to be able to finish a show of that magnitude
and please everyone.
Yeah, well it's just such a big show.
I think anything like that, anything that people love that is actually very, very good, you kind of have to enjoy the ride because it's very seldom that you get the ending you want.
Yeah.
Or it feels like it was, it's very seldom that it feels like, what the show deserved at the end and everything. I was fine with it. I felt that it made sense.
Yeah, I did
it was
not hate
rushed.
It at all.
It was absolutely rushed. Yep. So I wish there had been a little bit more time into it. It felt like oh shit, we gotta get this finished. Oh, we gotta get to this place, and we didn't leave ourselves enough time for it.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me too of another thing that ended that you didn't put on your list, but the Walking Dead comic ended this year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it just came out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
Kirkman's like, done.
Yeah, Kirkman. There were supposed to be like 2 or 3 more issues that were on the solicitations for the comic shops, and then all of a sudden the week they came out, everyone was like, wait, fuck, what, huh? And the other ones weren't there. I haven't kept up with that in a very long time. I probably should, though, because the first 100-something issues that I read were incredible.
Yeah, it's just a comic came out, and it was like, okay, it's done. Walking Dead's done at this point.
Did he have an ending for? Did it?
Yeah, it
is an ending.
Ended.
Okay.
Yeah, it's completely ended. He had solicitations like in past it, and then
but I think those were fake solicitations.
Yeah, they were.
No, but I'm saying like the last issue, the story is completely.
It's very strange in this day and time, the way when comics do stuff like that. Because another comic that did that was when Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Donatello died. Mm-hmm. That wasn't announced. People found out when the comics shipped and it came to them.
Yeah.
Which is cool for fans because it's like, oh shit, this
wasn't spoiled. You weren't waiting for it to happen.
It wasn't spoiled. You didn't know, like, there wasn't this, this big ad thing going on for 3 months about it and everything. But it seems counterproductive as a business because if you let people know that, they're going to order more comics. Yeah. So I don't know. That was a weird thing.
As a creator, I think it's the right way to go.
Yes.
Because you really are. You're not getting the hype train, and then people are like, they know. Especially with a death. Now, at the end of a series, I think it's a little different. I don't know how it ends, so maybe if it's an abrupt ending that you're like, oh shit, I didn't see that coming. But like someone like a character dying, I would. You don't want to know that's coming. No. You want to just be like, oh shit, this guy just died.
It's like a little fans, like a service to the fans. It's like you're following this. Here's this
or anything like that, or like the Moira stuff that popped up in House of X.
Oh yeah, that was just like out of control,
out of nowhere. Nobody knew it was coming, and it's there. All of a sudden.
And it's a huge shift in all of X-Men.
Yeah.
Continuity and everything.
And it's in a number 2, right?
Yeah, I think it was number 2.
2 or 3.
And then the number 4 did something else.
Yeah.
So it was like even numbers were like killing it on the series.
Like Star Trek.
And then with that, actually, segue with it, we had Marvel Endgame come out this year also and gave a wrap-up of the giant phase.
That was a long fucking time ago. It feels like. God, May. It was only May, but it feels like
a year ago almost.
It doesn't feel like this year.
A year can seem short or it can seem extremely long when you put it.
Because Captain Marvel also came out this year.
Yeah.
Which is out of control. It seems like that thing's been out forever.
Yeah, well, that was more forgettable in a lot of sense. Like, Endgame was huge. That's like
biggest movie of all time at this point. So
like, iconic ending. And it had a lot to live up.
Actually, if you Gone with the Wind. Inflation.
Well, at the time there was like
you don't know math.
A movie to go see.
Yeah, and it was in theaters for like 30 years. So fuck it. Who cares?
Yeah. But yeah, like so, Endgame came out.
Let us have our goddamn
and such a huge thing because Infinity War was
big,
awesome, like huge. Great. It left you wanting this movie and like desperately waiting for it to come out.
Yeah.
And for all of it came out, it was an extremely good movie. Was it as good as Infinity? Like to me personally, no.
I don't think it can be. I don't think an indie one can be.
It's easier to end on like a down note. And like
leave people
and you go,
more.
oh shit, I want more. Then to come in and wrap it all up and give you all the answers to it.
Yeah,
like that's always gonna be hard. But Endgame was an extremely fun movie and a really good send off because obviously we had our goodbye to Iron Man.
Yeah,
we had Tony Stark pass away, and and they did it in a very sweet way with the Viking send off almost. The very cool on there, and then also it left with a lot of like, oh, what's next? Because.
Well, we also Captain America's
send-off
sort of gone.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you had
Black Widow.
Black Widow. A lot of the old.
Half the original Avengers are gone.
I guess with Black Widow, I forget because she has her movie coming out, so it's like this kind
which
of
we don't really know when or where.
Yeah.
I think that's supposed to be in between Civil War. After Civil War. So
okay, so it's like timed in a different. Which obviously it's bad.
Gonna have to be something. Yeah,
it's not her like they should just pick up right as like Iron Man's sent off. She's like, well, I got shit to do.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. So, like I said, a lot of great things came to the end of 2019, which is like a perfect wrap up because obviously it's the end of a decade. A lot of that was, like I said, especially Marvel and Game of Thrones is something that was going on for at least the last decade.
Almost, because Game of Thrones was
9 seasons,
8 seasons, but it was 10. It was 10 years.
10 years.
10 years.
They had a 2-year block.
And then you had with Marvel, definitely, a 10-year wrap-up. So
maybe we should do a best of the decade episode coming up in January.
I am all for a decade wrap-up.
Yeah.
Because
Jesus.
It's a lot. That'd be a lot of looking back, but there's so much that was great about this last decade that it would be really. It's almost unfair not to give a big wrap up for the entire decade. We're going to 2020. Next year, for all we know, Chuck might start wearing skinny jeans and trim his beard and become like new Chuck.
I gotta trim my beard.
It'd be like new
Get
Coke.
A vehicle and
not walking.
Maybe a girlfriend.
It'd be like new Coke. We'll all fucking hate it, but but,
it's doing what it's doing, man.
It had to come out. So with that said, we're going to take a quick break. When you come back, it's time for fucking presents. It's Christmas time, guys.
This is our favorite time of year.
I waited all day for this.
Yeah, we get shit. We get shit.
And we know you love listening to the sound
we're
of
horrible about it.
Wrapping paper and us going,
oh man,
shit.
Thank you, man. That's so cool.
And then our awesome verbal descriptions of our presents.
Yes.
Yeah.
But after that, hold on and get through us jacking each other off with gifts. Then these guys are going to talk about Star Wars.
Dun, 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 dun,
the other ending, fucking 30 years? 40.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
42 years.
Yeah. At least until Disney's like, you know what? I don't think the Skywalkers are dead yet. Around 2030. There's a rumbling in the distance, and there's another
Skywalker saga.
The beginning They're going to do prequel that's like Skywalker. Like, it's going to show Anakin's great.
We ended it, but we're going to go back further.
Never mind.
Right. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
All right, welcome back to our favorite time of the year where you get to hear us give gifts to each other.
Boy.
As you know, we are 4 best friends. We're the 4 best friends that anyone can have. And
4 amigos.
because of that and the camaraderie and brotherhood that we share, we always give each other really nice gifts.
Well, and also we started this. We started the original podcast in October, we started the podcast in October when we way back when.
That's true.
So we were doing every other week. So we only had a few episodes, and then we did a Christmas. We were like, hey, we should get each other Christmas gifts.
Yeah.
And we had so much fun. We've done it every year since.
Yeah.
So
which is even funnier because at first it was just we bought one gift for one person.
It was Secret Santa. We didn't do Secret Santa this year. We just bought gifts for everybody.
yeah, we
We decided to eschew the tradition in that respect because we were doing it anyway.
Yeah, every year we would just buy.
Well, I think it was Chuck's fault.
Yeah.
Because Chuck started buying stuff for everyone, and it's like, you're ruining
because
it.
I felt like doing it. You didn't have to.
I know. You're ruining Christmas, Charles. With your Christmas cheer.
Chuck is essentially a Dr. Seuss character of love and admiration of Christmas.
Dude, I've been called the Lorax at fucking work lately.
He's the anti-Grinch.
I mean, you kind of do look like the Lorax, not just saying.
Yeah.
It's that big yellow mustache of yours, and the fact that you're always preaching about chopping down trees.
Yeah, always fucking trees and shit.
Anytime I talk about trees, I'm like, what? And he's like, and he tells me poems, and I don't like them. But anyway, so Ray. The way we're going to do it this year is the gift tour is going to hand out his gifts to everybody.
Yeah. So
and then
I'm going to start off, and I'm going to start with Chuck, and he's got a couple of things here. You need to do them in ascending order. There's 3 gifts here.
Top to bottom.
Yeah, well, smallest to largest.
So
top to bottom.
Ray has chose a plaid style wrapping paper.
Yes.
It's red, black, white with, is that teal? Like a teal blue?
Yeah, and like the green, the light mint green.
Like a very light
mint green. That is very much what it is. So it's Chuck is looking at it like a little kid. He just shook it next to his ear. He's sniffing it. That's very weird. And then he just pulled out
Did he lick it? Did he lick it?
No.
Oh,
are you going to Johnny Carson?
Yeah, he's Johnny Carson. And
I'm like,
what are 2 things that don't have penises?
I'm wondering if this is my copy of The Witch. I haven't got that yet.
Oh, man.
fucking nailed it.
About fucking time I get this movie back.
That was
is the disc inside?
I don't know. I didn't even check that.
Oh, God, that's just a horrible... Yes, it is.
Okay.
I almost wrapped up his Roadhouse jacket, and then I forgot it, though.
Oh, man. Thank you, because I've been wanting to watch this for you.
It's actually on like Hulu or something.
There's nothing nicer than giving back a
gift that you already bought.
Someone's let you borrow. Next one is a slightly bigger than a DVD. It's a little thicker.
You need to get it.
Oh, and Chuck seems like he already knows what that is too. Hold on, I would
What is it? Yeah, what is this?
Get him an old jacket out of the back of your closet.
Okay. Fuck you. It's funny because I actually want to watch Bohemian Rhapsody and Bad Times at the El Royale. I never watched my copy of John Wick 2.
It's all the movies that Chuck has ever.
Like 2 years ago.
I think Ray's winning Christmas. So
Yes, because I'm like, for like a year, I'm like, dude, can I get Bohemian Rhapsody back? You've had it since last Christmas.
It
was the beginning of the year.
It has never moved from where you put it.
I know.
And I've always been like, just grab it.
No, you're like, no, I haven't watched it yet. I'm like, come on.
So you still have
it's been on HBO for like 8 months.
Oh, dude,
and I still haven't watched it.
I like putting the physical disc in there.
No, I'm saying I could have watched it.
The only person in America that still likes putting discs in things.
This one is too, Charles. So
I wonder what else you've left over here.
This I'm not sure about.
All of his beer cans smashed into a brick.
That would be a great
dude.
gift.
What happened to that Steel Reserve?
Man, where's that wrapped up? It's just,
dude, are you fucking serious?
It's box wine of Mad Dog 2020.
Oh God, do they ship
the box?
No, what did you buy?
Do they ship Steel Reserve?
No, did you really put Steel Reserve in an Amazon box?
A box wine version of Mad Dog just seems so horrible.
The Mad Dog shirt.
No, it's pineapple. I can fucking deal with that. And socks. Yes.
What is it?
Pineapple and socks. I have this thing. Like I for me, Christmas is like if somebody just thinks of getting a gift for me, I'm fine with it. And it's been a running thing. People are like, I don't know what to get you for Christmas. I'm like, I love pineapple and I need socks. So literally, this makes me so happy.
It would make my day. It would make my entire Christmas if I just got a pair of socks and a can of pineapple.
Yeah,
Literally.
you are a fucking hope.
And
No, because pineapple is legitimately my favorite fruit, and I always need socks.
Can you open that can with a good tooth? You got like a good tooth that you like poke holes in the cans with?
Listen, these socks,
these are darn tough.
Yeah, they're darn tough socks. They're lifetime warranty. So, like, if they ever rip or the elastic goes out of them, you contact them, send them the socks. They send you Owens back. They're wool, but they're the kind that'll keep
moisture wick.
Yep,
Thank God.
Keep your feet warm or they'll keep your feet cold, and they don't smell.
Good, because I've tried wool socks before at work, and they fucking suck.
Do you have a full outfit for him that's made of all that stuff?
They don't smell. You know what? I don't like you anymore.
Will it like
finally have a movie day?
Will it deflect all the smell of cigarette?
What?
All right, this one's for TJ.
You got art in the house, y'all.
All right. Well, thank you.
Oh no. TJ, we're going to split the last of this room, baby.
So this is a very large present in plaid that has been given to TJ.
It's not a dildo because it's rectangular.
I say this is a...
oh, shit.
Oh, that's badass. I like this.
Whoop, let me...
Oh, it is a Darth Vader. It looks like an ink print.
Dude.
So it's a block print on rice paper.
Yeah.
We met this guy in MegaCon one year, and he literally takes a block of wood and carves this stuff out of it and, like, stamps it to this rice paper, and I just like really dug his stuff.
I like that a lot. That's very
especially knowing how it was made too. That's amazing.
Yeah,
very cool.
Yeah.
Yep, that'll go on the wall.
All right.
Yeah.
So I shall open mine. I'm hoping it's a picture of Ray naked.
It's a picture of my wee wee.
That's too big of a frame.
That's awesome too.
Hey, Nathan, I got a copy of Bohemian Rhapsody, John Wick 1 and 2. It's a pineapple.
This is also of the Predator, looking like he's quoting Shakespeare. His skull. This is very nice. Thank you. This is beautiful.
Yeah, pretty fucking badass.
Very nice, sir. I love that. And I'm always a sucker for framed art. So
I know you like art, and I know you like things framed, so.
Oh, I think sexy. Ham's art.
Framed art.
All right,
there wasn't much whiskey or rum.
Oh, wait, Ray's reaching for one more thing. It looks like this is a T-shirt made of stuff. Charles? I hope it's a mirror because I'm pretty sure Chuck doesn't have any mirrors in his house.
I have one in the bathroom.
He probably uses these cans as a reflection.
That's why he needs the cans of
He finds that pineapple cans are the best reflectants.
Well, the acid inside just keeps. That's badass too.
Fuck y'all, I won. Oh shit! Almost broke it. Nathan, would you like to guess what this is? It's my favorite. It's my favorite.
It's a wrestler.
No,
some shirtless guy. Oh shit! That is nice.
Thanos taking a shit.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanos on the toilet.
And this is the rice paper wood stamp.
Yeah, this is the same thing. That one. Since the way he makes them, he only makes them in certain sizes, so that's the only size that one.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Oh. Very nice, Ray.
Yes,
round of applause for Ray. All right, is that you?
Oh wait, no, I have one more for TJ.
Sorry,
I appreciate
that, about that.
It's a movie you went, Ray.
Hey, it's my season 4. Where's my season 3?
Oh my god!
I didn't have your season 3.
Oh,
I think David had it.
Does he?
Yeah, I think so.
All right,
I'll double check.
Unless anybody else wants to go before me. TJ, are you okay if I go next?
Go ahead. Good.
TJ, this is first hand to TJ.
The wrapping job on this is what you would call
amazing.
Abstract. Yeah, abstract.
Well, this is like half a present, more just like here.
I think it's fun. Like
take this.
It's a shark, like a Christmas shark.
It's Christmas shark.
I like it. It's kind of silly. He's eating a donut.
Do you help?
Maybe.
Ooh. Whoa.
Nice.
Oh, damn.
It's a broken animated Batman. Well,
I'll take it.
Before you left, he had mentioned a purchase in it from me, the Mondo exclusive. My cats broke it. I'm so mad I can't even look at the motherfucker. So, and I was like, you know what? TJ will probably actually repair it and then display it properly.
That's awesome. Okay, this is the extra stuff with it. Oh, cool.
Wow, it's two
boxes, man.
Jesus.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Pulling out
I'm
some
the
more
only
sharp.
person that gets excited for broken stuff.
No, because
here's some broken shit for you, and then here goes 2 more things for you, buddy.
Oh wow!
Damn, TJ. Oh,
Oh, nice.
What is that?
That's
It's
pretty fucking better.
continuing the tradition of
So,
me as
Nathan
different
has
Star
done
Wars
a-
characters.
Yeah, Nathan's done a portrait of TJ as Emperor Palpatine, but it says Emperor TJ on it. It's a print, framed print. It's pretty fucking badass.
You
That is
will be
legit.
getting your shirt, but I put in the order Monday,
Okay.
and they couldn't get that turned around in 5 days.
One T-shirt.
Yeah, a
Lazy.
shirt. So
Lazy bitch.
I know. I was pretty upset because I always like half of TJ's wardrobe is shirting
Yeah,
out.
that
Oh, I
Nathan's
love those.
made.
I wore my Admiral Thrawn shirt last night too. Or oh, cool.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, that's fucking cool as hell.
As
It's
TJ likes to do photography for toys, so it is a
Dude,
book full of photography
see the Michelangelo in the back?
of toys.
Yeah, that's really fucking cool.
Badass.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you'll dig that.
All right, this is for Charles.
Yeah, I love how Charles just acts like, oh, well, for me,
Me, little me.
I wasn't expecting anything but a can of pineapple and maybe a sock.
Master got Dobby a sock.
Yeah, pretty fucking much. You mean? Damn it, he caught it.
My trap.
My present for this year is tetanus.
I've already had my shot.
You probably have the
He
one
has
job
to
where-
get
yeah,
one
that
to
you
get
actually-
to work at Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Like he walks in, and they just shoot him when he comes in.
All rolled up, but okay. I'm gonna try to.
I'm like Ray.
Ooh.
I'm not framing it. You can go get your own damn
Shit,
frame.
that's cool too.
That's
Dude,
badass.
that's beautiful.
It's a print of Thanos.
MCU Thanos.
Yeah, MCU Thanos.
About
Like,
to bring that planet on fucking Iron Man's
oh, that's
ass.
beautiful.
And then this also is for you.
I need to wrap. Oh god, I don't want to fuck this up,
You're
dude.
gonna fuck that thing
I
up.
don't want to. That's why I'm like trying to wrap it up.
You can get you a good cheap frame at Hobby Lobby too.
I just want to get it back in the tube so I don't.
They're
fuck it
all
up, right?
50% off right now.
When I went, they were buy one get 2 free.
Oh no.
What?
Yeah,
God damn.
that's why you got to hold off until like. Actually, I was a little upset at first because I was like, man, fuck because usually
I
they're
just went
50% off.
yesterday though.
I went the day before that. Actually, no, I went last night. I went to Michael's.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They had buy one get 2. See, you would have made out like a
I
bandit.
absolutely would have.
Thank you, Nathan.
And here's your other present. This is some shit you left at my house too.
I wonder what this would be.
Alright.
Is it empty cigarette boxes?
Yeah, it's just all the butts that you've left at the house.
Nice.
It is the Devil's Three-Way Marvel Legends pack. It's,
The thruple.
yeah, Bone Claw Wolverine,
Oh, I love the
the
back
nice
of
Jean
this.
Grey,
Yeah.
It's the old school.
and the leather suit Cyclops. TJ, do you want the other Jim Lee Cyclops?
Sure, I'll take it.
Okay, I'll bring it next week.
All right,
Cool.
cool.
I have this because I like the leather suit one better, leather jacket better.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's like
Cards.
the original cards.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
love that.
Badass.
All right, right here goes one for you.
One for me.
Dude, that is fucking awesome. And that sheen is so fucking gorgeous.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa, what is it? Oh, yeah.
That is so good.
That is
One for
on my-
work.
Oh gosh, this is wow.
The likeness on
Wow.
Elliot is amazing. And that hair. Dude, how did you nail the coif so well?
I've been blessed with the skill of doing Ray hair.
So this is that's pretty spot on, honestly.
Yeah.
So this is a print of me and Allison and Elliot as Han Solo, Princess Leia, and Baby Yoda.
Because he's trending.
I don't know who's more adorable, Elliot as Baby Yoda or Elliot.
Well, thank you so much.
What could be Elliot as Kylo Ren dressed as Baby Yoda?
Yeah, that's true.
Just go like 3 layers deep on that thing.
Last gift to Ray.
Oh, God.
This I felt was a risk.
Okay.
But I felt it's something Ray just needs in his life.
I have to stand up to this one.
That's a lot of dildos.
Is it a bunch of dildos?
Oh, shit. Nathan's been telling me for a long time he's been expecting me at any point to become a person that does my own craft beer.
Oh, you did get it! You were joking!
So this is a craft beer kit.
Great. So I gotta get the fucking apples out of...
Man.
We need apples.
This is going to kill both of us.
I just know it's...
This makes 2 gallons of beer?
Yeah.
That'll last us all the night.
This is like the entry level one. This is like the easiest one for some... If you like, this is like dipping your toe, and if you enjoy this, then it becomes a more serious obsession.
So here's the instructions. Mix brewing extract, grains, hops, and yeast. That takes 30 minutes. Ferment for 2 weeks. Bottle and carbonate. That'll take you about 30 minutes. Condition for peak flavor. That could take up to 2 weeks. And then chill and enjoy.
So we'll get this before KDM starts.
Oh, no.
Okay,
This will probably be about 14 years from now.
Yes. Yeah. You got that tub you're not using upstairs.
This will sit and expire before... Yeah. Actually, this is rather expensive. Please use this.
This will be next year's yard sale.
Yeah.
Where one of us
my gifts.
Where one of us can pick it up for $5 and then re-gift it.
Use it.
TJ, want this last little sip?
Oh, I thought I got it. Sorry.
No, I didn't know if you wanted it.
Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. I just can't wait to enjoy the beers that you brew.
Ciders.
It's a gift that... No, it has to be beer. That's what that is for.
It's for beer.
It's a gift that gives back to me.
Well,
I know.
I feel like I should have gone first because mine aren't near as extravagant. So, who wants theirs first?
Chuck.
Okay. Did it come with the glass bottles?
No, they're plastic.
I think yours are behind you or over there by you.
All back.
All right. Do the little one first, and then
work my way down. It's like practice. You got to start small before you hit that big dick.
TJ went with full plaid, red plaid, like flannel. Al
classic
Borland.
tartan.
Yeah.
Al who?
Is that Buffalo?
Is it
plaid? Is that what they call it?
Borland.
From
Al Bundy.
No. He's talking about Home Improvement.
And Home Improvement.
I think it is.
Is that what they refer to as the Buffalo plaid? Is that one?
So you didn't have that one.
It is the retro Punisher. Yeah, don't have a Punisher figure at all.
Now you do.
Does he have a bazooka or just a bazooka on the back of the... Okay.
No, he's got a fucking bazooka.
Oh, fuck yeah.
An
That's
extra
cool.
Head sculpt.
And a Rambo.
That bandana head sculpt is cool.
Yeah, that bandana looks a lot better than the actual head sculpt that comes with it because he is fucking pissed.
Yep.
Name's Frank Castle, and I'm pissed.
All right.
That's about it.
And it says a combat weapon. It's a fucking bazooka. Just call it a bazooka.
Can't do that.
A zook. I call it a zook. That's what we call it.
That's what I call mine.
Yeah, the zook.
This one is also from TJ with
This is a very...
with the actually not ugly sweater, with the Star Wars sweater wrapping paper.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one for sure.
And it's got a black lightsaber on it too.
Yeah. Keep going.
Now, don't rip that one. You can reuse that. You have to fold that paper.
I literally tried to sleeve it out.
That's a box.
Yep.
A nice tan box has a Chuck.
It's a Hasbro box.
Ooh.
Got you a Barbie.
That's Mattel.
Oh shit.
I don't know if you have that set or not.
No, I've been very stopped on Marvel Legends for a long time.
Chuckles has been...
This is the... I actually have a Magneto I can display now.
Mm-hmm.
This is the... Was it the Family Values Pack they called this one?
I think so.
of Quicksilver, Magneto, and the Scarlet Witch is. Oh my god.
Oh great, he creamed his pants.
No, she looks. No, it's like people talk about how good the sculpt was and how she looked. No, she really does look good. That Magneto's fucking badass.
I do like myself a nice Magneto-looking guy.
Yeah, because the last one I had was from the Apocalypse Way, where he was the black and red, and I'm like, I just haven't taken him out of a package yet.
I actually really like the other head sculpt with the wide eyes. Magneto should never have pupils.
No.
I gotta see that, man. Don't try to not show me a Magneto.
No, it looks good.
Very nice.
Thank you, TJ.
You're welcome.
Legends this year.
Oh, these look really good.
Yeah, they do.
Ray, I'll do yours next.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that
This
one I
is the
couldn't
one
do
with-
3 pieces of tape on.
That's all right.
It's
It's a little bit weird. And it's the good sweater.
the fox.
Yeah.
The Foxy sweater.
What does the fox sweater say?
Oh gosh.
So I tried to get you something to where if you wanted to spend extra, you could.
Oh gosh. Ooh.
But if you didn't want to, it was the characters that you like.
Yeah. What is this company? How do you pronounce it?
Kotobukiya, I think it is.
Kotobuki. These are the 90s X-Men. It's got some tape on it.
It's Gambit when he looked the coolest.
Yeah, Gambit and Rogue statue set.
Very
Put
cool.
them together.
And you have to assemble it too.
But
So
still,
I think
it
that
doesn't
was-
look like it's much assembling, and it looks like they pop in. But these, I've seen these, and these look so
Gorgeous.
good. Oh yeah,
Oh, that's really tight.
yeah. Well, thank you so much. That was very,
problem.
very cool.
yeah, I
That
thought it
is-
was the ones you would like.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
if you wanted to get the rest of the set, you could,
Or don't,
or
yeah.
not, and just stick
That's
with
a
those two.
dangerous company because they also do a lot of Star Wars too.
Mhm.
Little side note, when I was like, I think 10, my grandma made me a Gambit costume from scratch.
That's really cool.
I had these exact leggings and everything.
Halloween.
And a neck. Yeah, it was...
Nice.
my grandma used to make all my costumes, so I would just draw up stuff and give her the patterns.
Okay, so that was Ray's. And then
This guy, bring it on. Oh, Ray's going to go ahead and put them together.
Yeah, why not?
Nathan's got 2.
Not ugly. Now Chuck asked me to say ugly sweater.
No, I don't because I almost said it and I'm like, no, I'd retract that.
I mean, that's what everyone calls them.
no, it's a nice sweater. I'd wear that sweater.
Oh, shit.
I
That
don't know
is...
if you'd like that or not.
No, fuck yeah. I actually swear to God, I was in Walmart the other night and I was looking at these and almost bought them. It is the original Ninja Turtle like sketch thing.
Those are really cool.
These are awesome.
And it comes with a comic.
Yeah. I was legitimately just looking at these there and I've wanted these for a long
And
time.
this is your other one.
Oh, thank you, sir.
So
This is really nice wrapping paper. This is like
Star Wars Holiday Special paper.
it's newer
Droids.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's got BB-8 on it and stuff. But so I did not talk to Ray at all about this. I promise. It's not the same thing you got it, but
That
it's, It's close enough to where it's like, did you guys coordinate or something?
Oh, that's hilarious. That's really cool, though.
badass. It's a like original Predator trailer. Dude, that is so fucking cool.
I thought you'd like that.
Yeah, that is awesome. It's like
Nathan just became a really
It's a
big Predator fan.
I'm like, you fucking
No
love
more of this
Predator.
casual Predator fandom.
Why do you have so many prints of Predator?
What does it look like, homie?
Yeah, it has all the
dude.
skulls.
It looks really, really vintage and
yeah.
old and everything.
Yeah, that's
we'll try to get some pictures of some of this stuff and post it
Yeah.
up on our Facebook.
Yeah, we
page.
wouldn't be a murderous monster out for blood. Prepare yourself for the terrifying Predator. I didn't know I was the Predator guy.
Well, I saw the design
I do
of
love
it.
Predator.
Yeah, I saw the design of it. I was like, man, Nathan really loves that like creature from the Black Lagoon, like old Universal posters.
Dude, that's exactly what this looks like.
Yeah, and I was like, man, that fits right in there. So
No, thank you. This is awesome. Actually, these are both extremely cool.
well, that was me.
Ray's busy putting that together.
Fuck, it's not Christmas if you don't put your stuff together.
I know.
Oh shit.
Okay, so
All right.
start with small box for TJ.
All right. So it's in a plain white box underneath the
very classic snowman wrapping paper. Nice like shirt box.
Oh, that's a sweet.
Because it's a shirt.
Oh, there's a couple shirts in there. This fucking Optimus Prime is badass on there.
Oh, that's really cool. That's a really cool maroon Optimus Prime T-shirt
with some type of
Japanese writing on
kanji.
And a Unicron versus Galactus.
Oh, that's fun.
And I like TJ in a nice purple shirt.
We know TJ will wear purple.
We'll see. Like
no broadcast, no pay-per-view.
Ray,
I love the little details in this.
Small one is over there by you. And then,
all right, small. Should we all do? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay. I gotcha.
I'm giving them one out at a time.
That's fine.
There's Rogue. These are really cool.
Yeah, that Rogue is fucking nice.
They just look so good. They're such cool designs.
I was watching the 90s X-Men series. Why is Gambit so fucking buff? Because the basketball episode where him and Wolverine is playing skins and skins, he's literally bigger than Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Look at the 90s X-Men comics. Every X-Men walks around like that.
Giant.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Cyclops.
Oh, wow. This is cool.
Oh, yeah.
It's a yellow T-shirt. It's a New Mutants T-shirt.
Like the comic.
Yeah, the
corner
comic
box.
Book. Yeah. So it's the corner box with 75 cents in it and everything with all the original New Mutants and everything. That's really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, I will say I was disappointed in that shirt because I was hoping the yellow was darker.
Yeah.
Because I see the colors that you guys normally wear, and like the browns, like you can pull that off, and like the darker yellows, stuff like that.
That bright yellow is going to be hard.
I know.
Yeah, I'll have to wear something over it,
like a vest.
Yeah,
that's badass too.
And then the other one is an X-Force one, which I mean, if you've ever listened to this podcast, you know I love Cable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
no, those are really cool,
badass. All right, let's see what Nathan got here.
Come on, skinny jeans.
Come on, Predator shirt.
I should have coordinated with you all on
full
this
cycle
one.
of. I'm just gonna walk out of here the #1 Predator fan.
That's so because there were like 4 or 5 that I was trying to decide on for him, and I finally the design of the Predator one was just like so good. I'm like I know Nathan loves Predator, but
yeah.
You went very bold with some color. I do wear pink.
You can't wear pink. Because you can pull off pastels like no one else.
It's a pink pastel Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like the video game?
Yeah.
The arcade game.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
This is badass.
I didn't know if you could pull black off,
shit.
but it was Mega Desk, and I'm like, it only looked good in black. I'm like, I had to go for that.
That looks so badass, actually. It's Dwight Schrute, and it looks like a Mega Death, but it says Mega Death.
Oh, okay. I'm getting it now.
And that is beautiful.
That's hilarious.
You got to see this one. That is such a good shirt.
Yeah.
So.
And Charles upped his T-shirt.
And thank you for the compliment of buying me 2X.
Well, I had asked like months ago what size everybody wears, and I heard 2X. I'm like, okay, so I'm just going to go run with that. So I couldn't get all these in that bag, but
well, I mean, this is wrapping paper of the night, guys.
No, I literally was like, when I loaded everything into your car, I was like, shit, I forgot your other gift.
Oh
shit!
Dwight
Schrute
action figure.
That's badass.
That Ann is going to steal from me. It comes with a bobblehead and nunchucks.
Dude, that's badass.
That's really cool.
What's the case stand for? Kurt.
Huh? Oh, nice. Oh, brown suit Wolverine.
Yep.
Got a domino. Sweet.
Very cool. Bell Snickle, the Funko Pop. That is awesome.
Awesome. Oh my gosh.
Oh. Real quick, have you been impish or admirable?
Ray,
That's badass.
Yes.
your bag.
Right there, next to you on this side. And these are all coming in Avengers gift bags.
Yes, they are. I got them on special.
Nah, I'm just saying. I'm trying to make.
We're trying to be better about ourselves.
Yeah. Break it down for what.
Sorry, listeners. I bought 3 Avengers gift boxes.
It is a Stan Lee limited edition pop. It's the one from the Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Nice.
And then I don't remember what they call this treatment, but it's the Stan Lee
Patnia or whatever. It's the bronzing,
where it looks like it's bronzed and everything.
Oh, yeah,
2 pops.
Really cool.
Nice.
I love that.
Ray loves. He's a
I
hipster,
love Stan Lee,
but he also loves Stan Lee.
This is very heavy and in a thing. I don't know what this is though.
Ooh, nice.
For your printer.
Okay.
What? Dude, that's not what you fucking use for your printer.
No. But that's okay. I was like, what is this? It's very heavy. It's filament for a resin printer.
For a resin printer.
Which is a printer that I very much want. So
it might come in handy after the 25th. Ray plays his cards right with some family members. So you might be okay.
You might have just ruined someone's. All right, you might have just ruined someone's Christmas present.
I just missed. I just fucking missed on one.
All right, let's see what we got here. I'm gonna open this bad boy up. Blind reach. First, fucking I got a Belschnick. I was gonna be pissed if I didn't get Belschnick.
I did want to get a thing of Banana Twins and put in every one of these, but I couldn't bring myself to buy it.
Oh God!
I would have beat your ass.
Really cool.
I don't care about
nice
the T-shirt that you
Dapper.
got me.
Oh, dude, that's actually very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice, thank you. So you got a Dapper Jack Skeleton, a Hot Topic exclusive to Diamond Select. Even came in like the really nice casing.
Yeah.
And then the Dwight Schrute. I'm forgetting what he's called when he does that. He's I'm very upset.
Oh, the Hey King.
Hey King.
Oh
Yes.
gosh.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. Thank you so much. As everybody knows, I love me some. Actually, I just shared on my social medias the picture of Belschnickel I drew last year.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
This is a very good timing. So thank you very much for that.
Yes.
I was legit going to be mad if I didn't get one.
All right.
It's going to be like, remember that Batman I gave you? Yeah, you can give me the Belschnickel.
All right. So here we go with
Give me
these.
Belschnickel, cocksucker.
DJ, this is yours.
Ooh.
Like I said, y'all's wrappings pissed me off so bad.
Why?
Because the boxes
Because
were
you
so
can't float
awkward.
for shit.
That's right. I literally had to tape on the side of the box and then wrap around that.
I got a big box. Yes, I do. I got a big box. How about you?
Stop talking about my mom, Nathan.
This is a very large box. I would give it about 3 feet by 2.
3 feet. Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I'm not good at it.
Wow.
Holy shit. That is badass. I don't even know what it is.
It's the Siege Omega Supreme.
Yeah.
I love Omega Supreme.
That's
really cool.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, he is.
That is fucking cool. It is
I think this is like the 3rd year in a row you've got me one of the Titan-sized Transformers.
Yeah. Fort Max
TJ needs
Scorp
more room.
and this one.
Yeah.
No,
Omegas.
Trypticon.
Yeah, Trypticon.
Scorpion
Fort Max Trypticon in this one.
It is
That's
a big ass
Yeah, he's almost 2 feet, I think.
Yeah.
Transformer. I just like that they don't identify.
What? Oh gosh.
Fuck you.
That's a good joke, you guys.
What? It was
That's badass. Thank you, Charles.
Welcome. Waiting for Ray to finish with those. So
okay. I'm finished. I got my statues put together.
Yes, you do. That one is yours, senor. Yeah, I carried that home, and that hurt me.
Yeah, that's fucking heavy as fuck.
All right, let's see what we got here.
All right, Ray has got a rather hopefully it's another beer crafting kit. So you just really got to
do 2 beer crafts.
you got to really commit to it. All right, this obviously was made in China.
Nice.
Have you said
It hasn't gotten any lighter.
it's a giant box of resin?
It's a what?
Iron boxer resin.
I seriously, I thought that's what he was using for his fucking printer.
He's peeking in.
That music I'm getting in my left ear is just bothering me.
I can't hear any music. Yeah, you guys stand up for this one, buddy.
Well, now that makes a lot more sense.
Damn right it does.
Here, need some help?
Yeah. Okay, just be careful.
Oh, nice.
Oh, motherfucker. Oh, God. Oh.
Ray's giving birth right now. And it's a boy.
I've never been more scared of a gift opening than that.
Nice. Oh, yeah. That's pretty cool.
I don't know what I'm seeing here.
What this is, teacher?
Oh, yeah. I've been doing some research.
Yeah, I figure. So, Chuck acts like he's ruined something for someone else. He got me resin because he got me a 3D fucking printer. This is a photon, Anycubic photon, which is one I've been wanting for a while. I decided if I didn't get it, I was going to just buy one myself. Well, thank you so much.
I just gotta print.
Buy a
you
second
get
one.
a farm.
You gotta print Chuck all his dildos.
This one has a very small base, so they'll be a lot smaller than he's used to.
Like butt plugs.
Hey, you get what you get.
This is very cool. Thank you so much.
That's awesome.
I don't know what it is, but it looks really cool.
It's another 3D printer.
I mean, yeah.
But it's one for like doing things like miniatures and things like
it's
that.
It's a lot smaller, but a lot more detailed.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
That's badass.
Yeah, it really is.
All right, well, that's Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas. I'm happy with my bell schnickels, so I don't know.
And this is for you, Nathan.
All right. It's a large tube.
Oh, this is the dildo.
Yeah.
I did send a picture of a huge dildo not too long ago.
Other end. Yeah. GJ. Over there. This room.
The gambit looks badass.
Yeah.
Can you pose his arm in two different ways, or is it just behind his back?
Yeah. No, they just do what they do.
That's awesome.
But they're still cool.
Well, you guys just know I like art.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You are the art man now.
Wait a second. Ray, can you move that real quick?
Yeah, I can.
All right.
Which way should I open? This way?
Yeah.
Holy shit! Dude, that's awesome. That is cool. It is the Bondo print of the creature from Black Lagoon. Dude, Chuck, thank you so much. I am beyond happy.
Nathan was trying to, there was a story behind this. He messaged all of us and his wife that when this came up, he wanted us to like try to grab it for him.
Yeah.
And it didn't come up on the page it was supposed to. It came up just on the main page or something.
Yeah.
So no one caught it.
Dude, that is awesome.
So Nathan thought he did not.
Chuck played it up pretty good because he was complaining very loudly that he didn't get it. So thank you, buddy.
That's very nice.
I am very happy. I'm going to take it home and get myself a frame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can have fun framing that.
Oh, yeah. No.
It's stuck on the table.
Dude, that's awesome.
Well.
Take a whiff of that.
Huh? Did you?
No, I wanted to.
Oh, you wanted to?
Yeah, it's not open. So.
Oh, okay.
Chuck, thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
The hell of a Christmas.
Yeah, thank you.
This has just been fucking great. I love this.
Badass.
This is my favorite time of the year. It literally is.
Yeah, mine too. Because you guys always get me, man. You guys know that I love Predator.
You love Predator.
You just, you're like, Nate, that guy loves Predator so much.
Nathan, you mean the
Predator
fan?
Yeah, the Predator. All of them. All of them.
Yeah.
Not just the first one. That guy loves the entire franchise. No, you did get the right ones. Yeah, if it was an Alien vs. Predator, we might have different conversations.
That would be bad.
Look, we're going to talk outside, guys.
Yeah. I
You kept the receipt, right?
Yeah. I thought we were fucking
everything.
I thought we were friends here. Well, that has been the secret. No, it wasn't even secret. Our Santa Claus exchange of presents.
Santa Claus exchange.
Yeah. Very, very good stuff. So we're going to take a quick break and gander even harder and talk aloud about this. But hang out because we are going to do a deep dive into the new Star Wars movie, the Skywalker thing where it rises.
The Rise
of Skywalker. I haven't seen it, so they're going to spoil it for me, and I'm just going to be like, no. What? Wild.
That is unbelievable.
We'll be right back.
Yeah, I was kind of worried about that. It has a face mask.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker.
It's in theaters.
In theaters, it came out on the 20th.
Yep.
We're recording this on what
22nd.
22nd. So, I went to see it Thursday night on the 19th. I think Chuck did. TJ, you saw it yesterday.
I saw it Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're all relatively fresh on it.
Yeah.
This is the end of the Skywalkers, like we talked about earlier in the episode.
It's the end of them.
And I mean, the last two, the sequel movies have they've gotten some flack on the internet for sure. When we did our review of Last Jedi, I think we're some of the few people that almost all of us liked the movie.
Yeah.
It definitely had its issues, and I think
what Star Wars movie doesn't?
Absolutely. I think if you think Star Wars movies are perfect, then you're
part of the problem.
Well, your nostalgia lenses are very thick.
Strong with that one.
Yeah. So yeah, Rise of Skywalker came out. The three of us came to see it. Nathan has not seen it yet, but he's going to champion through.
Yeah.
He's going to sit here with us. He's going to hear all these spoilers for you guys.
Yeah.
I'll go through it. So, just to kind of give my feedback of why I didn't go see it is that the trailers just didn't really, I don't know, capture me where I was like, I got to go see this.
There was only one trailer I remember that was like, yeah, I'm good for it. And that was it. It was just one of the trailers, though.
The opening thing that you would see with Rey where she does the backflip over
the yeah.
That was kind of cool, but the rest was just very lackluster and just didn't have the same level of like, I have to see this. I want to see what's going on. Like the whole teasing of the Emperor that does nothing for me. I don't care.
And you've never claimed to be a huge Star Wars fan.
I didn't grow up on it like a lot of people.
Which I absolutely did.
Yeah.
Samesies.
I watched them when I was young. Someone showed it to me. Didn't like them. And then I watched the prequels in like high school. Didn't like those.
Yeah.
And it wasn't actually till I think when we started podcasting, I went back and tried to watch them and had more of an appreciation for the originals. Still skipped the prequels. And then I really enjoyed Force Awakens when it came out. I thought it was a lot of fun.
It was fun. Yeah.
The Last Jedi, it was a movie. It wasn't terrible. There was a lot of things that now that I've sat and reflected back on it, it annoys the shit out of me. And I think that's really, and because then I always thought it was really weird, and then I'll kind of hand off you guys is like the Last Jedi, why people hated it got amazing reviews. It was critically reviewed very well. It's very funny because this one is getting panned very badly by pretty much both sides. So I'm very excited to hear you guys kind of give us
this one got bad reviews from critics, but the user reviews is much higher. Whereas Last Jedi was reverse of that.
Flip of it, which it kind of happens a lot. It's always funny as a DC guy when because most of those movies are always panned by critics, and then the users are always pretty high. So it feels good to see Star Wars get shit on a little bit by critics, but then. Users are always going to like this stuff like that.
And shit on by critics, it has a 56% on Rotten Tomatoes to be fresh. I think you have to have a 60%. So it's not really being shit on. It's just not being super.
No.
People aren't being super positive about it yet.
Mm-mm.
So, do we want to just go ahead and kind of be like, did you actually enjoy the film? And then we'll give y'all some spoiler warnings, listeners, and if you want to stop at that point, you can stop. So right now, Chuck, overall thoughts on the movie. Did you enjoy it? Let's not get into the I didn't like this, I didn't like that.
I went and saw it on myself Thursday, and even though I was tired, did
you get popcorn?
Oh yeah, I got big popcorn. Big old
extra
popcorn
butter, right?
Yes. But
how was the popcorn? Was it like?
I put too much of the salt on it, and it was kind of
always ruin it.
I was I went like splash, but I should have just gone splash.
Yeah.
But honestly,
did you get a giant one, a large one?
No, I got a medium.
Oh,
dude, it was expensive as fuck. It's a movie theater.
Only 50 cents upsize.
Yeah.
But
free refills.
One free refill.
I was just entertained. It was entertaining as a movie.
Uh-huh.
But it was lacking in certain things. But overall, was I upset about spending my money?
Yeah.
For the ticket and for the concessions? No. I wasn't it was an enjoyable experience for me.
Yeah.
Was it the highest point of movies I've seen this year? No, but I was still very entertained.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say that I definitely enjoyed it. I've gotten to a point now with my Star Wars-ness that I just like to enjoy it. I like I said, I liked Last Jedi. I didn't love Rogue One, which is funny because everyone loves Rogue One, and I think almost all of us were like, Rogue One was fine. TJ's rewatched it and has changed a little bit. I haven't rewatched it yet. But
it could have been tighter.
I always like to. I take my Star Wars with a grain of salt, and there's always things that I'm like, I don't like that. Don't like that. This movie absolutely has don't like that in it.
Yes.
But overall, I had a good time.
Yes.
I had a lot of fun. I've been more so in Star Wars mode, I guess, lately because Mandalorian, honestly. So I was excited about it. I like you said, Nathan, the trailers were fine, but the trailers to me are never going to matter. Star Wars comes out, I want to see it the night it opens up. That and Marvel movies are just my bread and butter.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had a good time. Me and Allison and my sister-in-law Bree went and watched it. We drove over to Gainesville, had the nice reclining seats and everything. You know what has revolutionized movies is now that you can buy your seats early and I don't have to show up at the theater 2 fucking hours to get a seat. Mm-hmm. Best ever. So that was really nice. So it was a nice theater. People had fun there. There was definitely cheering going on with some of the stuff. So that's always fun. It wasn't excessive. Like when, of course, when I went to see Phantom Menace, it was anything that came on screen got cheered at.
Yeah.
And now
Sebulba.
Woo! Yeah. But yeah, I had a good time. I liked it. I liked the film. If you like Star Wars and you're not a dickhead person that doesn't that wants to beat up on every Star Wars that comes out.
He sounds like a DC fan right now. He really does.
No, seriously,
what does that mean? What?
Because a lot of DC fans are always like, well, you gotta. I like the movies. I'm gonna go see them, and of course you can beat up on them, but it's a DC movie.
No, I get what you say because if you're a fan, being a fan of it is one thing, but being a super diehard, you're going to analyze and pick apart more than anything else.
Yeah, and to give a real big analyzed. Like this is why this movie is good, objectively good or bad.
Yeah.
I would have to get a couple more views in. This viewing was. This is the first one. I'm going to have fun. Mm-hmm. I'll absolutely watch this movie more.
Yeah, when it comes out on Disney Plus.
Absolutely, absolutely. So TJ, how you feeling about it?
I think people should go see it themselves.
Yes,
and make their own opinion.
We don't normally feel like that about movies. No. We normally feel like you should listen to what the fuck we say.
Yeah, this is one where you got to make up your own mind on it.
Yeah,
because like I was telling, me and TJ were talking when we were coming over here. Like most of the time when we have a big movie like this, we all try to see it together, and we normally have a talking shop afterwards outside the movie theater discussing it. This one I felt for me was better seeing it by myself.
Yeah,
because I got to dwell and stew on that movie and formulate my own ideas instead of taking ideas and little bits and pieces from what y'all said and that forming my opinion on it.
I think my opinion could have been changed a little bit if I had... Well, I did see it with a group. I saw it with my wife and with 2 other friends of ours, Jonathan and Kate.
Yeah.
So I kind of did see it with other people, but being able to talk about it at the time is really kind of
wasn't the same.
It's not the same as talking to you guys about it.
Yeah.
But it really, to me, it kind of sent home some things.
Okay.
That we'll talk about in the spoiler section.
Okay. So that's our basic overview of it. If you just want to know what we think as the crew here, should you see it or should you not? I'd say yeah. I think everyone says yeah.
Get yourself a popcorn, cherry Coke.
Have a good time. I think you're gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
If you're going in there with a list of the canon stuff that should be checked off in this movie and all that, like you're not going to have a good time.
Don't go into any movie like that. No. That's never fun.
It seems like Star Wars people love to be like that sometimes. So,
well, I feel it's a franchise that's so culturally huge.
Yeah,
and it's like defines so many like cross cultures from like. You got grandparents now that went saw the original ones, and then you have people that, so like it's so huge that it has this. It's on a pedestal. It really is.
It really is.
Like it's a popcorn. It's a blockbuster movie.
Yeah.
It's not gonna like be something that just defines like it used to be. Like and also like for good or bad, Disney makes movies for fun. That's what they're really going for. They want you to have it's as close to like like a ride. Yeah. Go in there and go for it. So.
And I think if you want to have fun, this movie does that.
And I've heard that like it's a very fast paced movie. That's some people say it's like
really fast.
It doesn't really give much chance to breathe, but
which
was
like, one of the things that I disliked about Rogue One, and I think the reason it didn't bother me as much for this one was Rogue One was all new characters that I didn't know anything about, so it didn't give them enough time to for me to develop like any kind of emotional attachment to any of these characters, whereas we've already gotten 2 movies with Rey, Finn, Poe, all these people, and so it was very, very fast paced. I feel like maybe it slowed down closer to the middle a little bit and maybe in the end a little bit, but the first 15 minutes it felt like bam, 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 new thing.
Yeah.
Just over and over.
I felt like the whole movie was like that. We have to have some reason to get from here to here, here to here, here to here.
Yes.
So going forward, I think we're about to start going into spoilers, just to kind of give you guys. So if you haven't seen it, you're going to want to.
It smells like spoilers.
Stop now.
Go, stop, because we're going to go in.
Come back later.
And, we, well, have a good Christmas otherwise, but so like going forward. So the big question I want you guys to answer is like there was a lot of just so many people upset with what the movie previous. What was it?
Last Jedi.
Yeah. Okay. I was like,
I don't remember much from it. I gotta watch it again.
Really were upset with like what that set the tone for so many of our characters. Did they go back and try and redirect it all?
Every 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I swear to God, it's every 5-10 minutes. We have to erase something from the last movie.
So it was a lot of like
they
trying to fix.
It was almost a wash.
I will say a lot of the stuff that came up in Last Jedi that they like quote unquote fixed could have in the first movie when they were like
setting
planning
everything
this out. The ending that we got could have been where they wanted to go to, and the stuff that Rian Johnson did in Last Jedi could have been red herrings,
but obviously we know that's not what the case was.
There was no set overall plan.
Yeah, they never had a full set of whatever.
Okay.
Here's this movie.
Yeah.
Do your movie. Yeah. Here's this movie that has to go off of this other movie,
which is a little crazy.
My mind.
Yeah. I cannot.
You're coming out as a trilogy. You at least don't say, okay, these are the things we want to end with.
Yeah, but George Lucas did that for all 6 of the other movies.
And they didn't do that. They literally were like, and because Abrams is notorious for being great at like giving you what's in the box. Like his thing is like he loves to build a mystery.
Yeah,
but he doesn't like to answer it.
No,
and he's terrible at paying off on the answers a lot. And so, and then you have a second movie where the guy goes, "Well, fuck all that stuff he did. Let's." And like not having a blueprint to me is just the dumbest handling of a franchise.
Well, and you also have like number one, one of their other huge franchises are the Marvel movies, which are definitely planned out.
But I think that has a lot to do with they have Marvel, who's been handling that forever.
Kevin Feige has been in charge of that from the get-go.
But that blows my mind that they would go into something like so big like this and not already have just an outline of what we're going to do by the end.
And if you're a second director, you don't know what the overall outline is, and you get handed the story points that were given to you from Force Awakens.
Well, and Force Awakens also, when it came out, was the big criticism with it was it's just a New Hope again.
Yeah.
Which it was introducing a lot of new things, and I think that's to introduce an entirely new generation to these films. I think that's a smart way to play.
I thought it was really well done. I like when and we will come back to it, but kind of setting up this movie, I would say, is what we're doing here. Is like Force Awakens, even for me, because like I said, not a huge Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
I love Force Awakens. It's probably like my favorite Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Because I really enjoyed the new generation of characters they brought in, and I love the handoff that you were getting from the old characters. I thought
if you had to hand it off if you had to bring in the old characters to hand it off, if that's the way you wanted to play it, that was the way you had to play it.
Yeah. I thought your new you had your villains coming in like Kylo Ren. I thought was a great design, great look.
Yeah,
like everything about him is just badass. He looks good as an action figure. His lightsaber, and then you had Snoke, who like was just more like who is this guy?
Mysterious.
Yeah, like all this stuff to build up for, and then they just go and everyone's just kill it off. And like there wasn't a lot of me like wondering what this movie was going to be about. And I think that's what my big issue is. They did so much that kind of wrapped up most of what was going on in Star Wars, where I was like, okay, so they're on the run again, and the First Order is in power, and Solo died. Okay, like there wasn't anything like, oh shit, what's going on now?
It seems like it was just the whole last three movies just felt rushed. Well,
and I'm gonna get a little bit into spoiler territory here, because I'm gonna say one of the big things that I had a problem with this movie was it felt like anything that they did that was supposed to be kind of a big deal, they didn't give you a pause or enough time for that emotional whatever to set in.
There's no gravity to anything.
So there's a scene, again, from here on out, spoilers big time.
Yeah.
Let's just even start out with the trailer. You have Palpatine in the trailer.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck,
really?
That would have been such a good reveal.
Yeah.
In the movie itself, I would have shit myself. I would have been like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Palpatine's still here."
Yeah, and then but it would have been ruined in the opening crawl. There's no mystery to if he's alive or not. It's just fucking first sentence of the opening crawl.
Emperor Palpatine.
Palpatine's alive.
Yeah.
It is Mortis' revenge. And it's like
on planet Exxon or Exegol.
And it's like that would have been such a good reveal.
Give me the slow build on that.
Is the First Order tied with Palpatine still?
Well, we're into spoilers.
Oh, well.
More or less.
Yeah.
He said he was directing Snoke. He's been the voices in Kylo. This is first 15 minutes, mind you.
Yeah.
He's been the voices in Kylo Ren's head. He's been pulling the strings behind everything the whole time.
Snoke was a clone of Palpatine.
I didn't get that it was a Palpatine.
I didn't think it was just a clone.
Yeah, just some kind of genetic like clone or something.
Yeah. So I thought if you have to change what was done in Last Jedi, and you've decided you're going to go down this Palpatine path, that having Palpatine create a clone that was Snoke, and he was the shadow figure because he didn't want anyone in the Resistance to know he was alive. I thought that was a good way to go with that.
If again, we're basing all of this on if this was a problem in the first movie, or in the second movie. I thought taking Snoke out of the picture was a brave move.
I did too.
I thought it was because me and you were talking about fucking this sets Kylo Ren up in a really good direction to do something really interesting.
Yeah.
And not be some damn puppet.
That's true. That could have been interesting, so they didn't do that.
But I think it was because the backlash of the movie, they decided to bring...
Between that and how bad Solo did and everything, I don't know if they're buying into the nerd trolls or actually pausing.
I feel like they bought into the nerd trolls hard.
The nerd trolls actually have power over how much money they made.
I felt like, not that they have that much power, but they had that much power over how this was written.
Yeah, I feel like that.
A lot of fan service is what I've been hearing.
Yes, and it absolutely is. And I'm a fan, so I don't mind being serviced.
Yeah.
to a certain extent.
Yeah, I think there's a good balance of like giving fans what they want and then giving fans what they didn't know they want.
Yeah.
Instead of just giving them.
I'd rather have what I didn't know I wanted.
Yeah. Give me some, like obviously you have all your great fan theories.
Yeah.
That are fun. Give me something that I was like, oh shit, I never would have thought about that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So then there's a couple of other things that relatively early in the movie, Chewbacca gets not kidnapped. He gets captured by the First Order, and as their ship is taking off, Rey force grabs it, and Kylo is on the planet with them, and he force grabs it too, and they're like playing tug of war with it, and she fucking lightning zaps it, lightning zaps that motherfucker and blows it to shit.
Yeah. Her fault. This is her fucking fault.
So Chewie's fucking dead, and you're like, what the fuck?
Or so you think.
Yeah, or so you think. Well, like 1 minute later, they show him on the ship, and you're like, God damn it. Then you get in later, and of course they find out he's alive, so they have to go rescue him.
But they
didn't have to give that away. You could have not known that he was still alive for like 5 or
even 5 minutes would have been nice.
Yeah, even 5 minutes would have been nice. Like until they found out.
Have him show up with Lando at the end.
Yeah.
No. Even when they found out that he was on the thing, if they had held it off till that, and she's like, "Oh, I force sense him."
Yeah,
like that would have been great.
Literally, pause real quick. What is the main conflict that's going on in the movie? What are they trying to?
Oh boy,
fix what's the underlying story that's driving?
Okay, they hear that Palpatine's alive. So the
which happens off screen
on planet Exegol.
They get a message from a spy that Palpatine's alive, and the Palpatine has this huge fleet that he reveals to Kylo Ren at the beginning, and each one of them has a Death Star type weapon on it.
Literally, it's an entire fleet of Death Stars that are Star Destroyers.
A huge fucking fleet.
Exactly. I mean, it's a huge fleet. The huge fleet alone would be awesome.
Do you think that J.J. Abrams just had a bunch of toys and he was laying on his belly? He's like, I got all these Death Star toys.
I think for whatever reason, someone in Star Wars world has the biggest fucking hard-on for blowing the fuck out of planets. Like, that's the only thing they can come up with.
Only way you can make a great video where people are like, oh, they're going to blow up a planet. Like,
well, I mean, the first movie that comes out in the whole thing, you're blowing up a planet.
Yeah.
You can only raise the stakes so far.
We're going to blow up a galaxy. God damn it.
No longer once the plan goes into effect, it's no longer the First Order, but it's the Final Order.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Oh, I didn't hate that.
It's right up Palpatine's alley.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm down with that. Anyway,
and I hated the Dark City look for Palpatine.
Oh, I liked that too.
The look for Palpatine.
His face kept changing with the lights.
The visuals
were very good.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
All the planets were good looking. The aliens were all good.
I wouldn't expect anything less, honestly.
Yeah. The visuals were top notch. I'm not going to discount that. The lightsaber battles in this were really well done.
Yeah. Better than, because I would say Last Jedi, like rewatching.
Well, there's only that one.
Yeah, that's actually it's still cool, but it's not as cool as I remembered the first time I watched it. Mm-hmm. So, but you're actually getting a lot more actual lightsaber battles.
Yeah, you're getting some fights in this. I think there's like 3.
There's a
two
few,
or three
there's a few
between
good ones.
Kylo and Rey that are really good.
Do they still have their love tension going on?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Did we get a Ben Swallow?
No, unfortunately.
I miss Ben Swallow memes.
But you get but they find out their whole thing is trying to stop Palpatine's fleet. At the same time, though, Kylo's got this mission from Palpatine to recruit Rey.
Yeah.
Because
let's do it.
Whoever spoiled the shit out of this.
Rey is his granddaughter,
and he wants to murder her. So, but
dude, that was
he
like
doesn't.
That was like fucking fan guest number 1. Like when Force Awakens first came out.
It's Rey's granddaughter, but her parents were nobodies because they weren't Force users.
Yeah,
but that means that.
I know.
The Force skips generations. TJ says the Force skips generations now, apparently.
It has
also
to skip a generation because the whole thing was Rey had to be related to somebody to have Force powers.
Yeah.
Except her parents didn't have Force powers. It was her grandfather.
Yeah. But that means Palpatine fucked.
Kicking him down.
Yeah.
It's just like...
Again, it's Star Wars
in the timeline
so I can look past that. It's like,
it pisses me
obviously
off.
From the beginning,
I want to go back and retroactively slap the shit out of George Lucas for making Luke and Leia brother and sister.
Yeah,
which is such a great reveal. So, but it really is
a reveal that even George Lucas didn't know he was writing
until he made Return of Jedi. Oh wait,
he's like, you know what'd be crazy? Oh shit!
Y'all brother and sister.
Yeah.
Wait, what was all that sexual tension we had previous?
That's just brother and sister thing.
Yeah.
George, man, you grew up in California, not in fucking Georgia.
But the whole Palpatine, like Rey is related to someone, like of course she was.
It didn't.
I mean, that was fine.
But was it though?
You knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, you knew it.
You knew
from Force Awakens. You knew it was going to happen,
and then when Rey
a
clone.
Well,
but with
I was too.
From my
I would have been better with clone.
Yeah,
honestly,
because
I honestly thought we were going to get an Obi-Wan or Luke situation. Like she was related to them.
The Force Awakens, how like they introduced the concept of Force sensitive. Like Finn was somewhat Force sensitive,
which I kind of go back to that. And
I thought at the end, I've heard that Finn actually does have Force powers. Is what I've heard in this movie.
But it's like they introduced that, and like even Han was like he kind of knew of it. Like just people they're aware of it, and they can feel things. I would have much rather have been like that with Rey. Like she was just a little more. She was
I'm glad that she's a Jedi.
Yeah,
no, but I'm saying like because they're being related to somebody. Because for the longest time, you didn't want to relate to anyone.
That was one of the things that I think they felt like they painted themselves in a corner with is, we didn't explain how Rey is so good at stuff automatically.
Oh, yeah.
So there has to be a reason behind it. The reason, she's Palpatine's daughter.
Oh, man. I mean, granddaughter. Like that.
Like I said, it works. I don't hate it.
Yeah. I did not hate it at all.
I was hoping that Finn would actually come, and then because there's no way you say, "Oh, well, fucking Finn was related to so."
Lando's kid,
Lando and Leia's kid.
Yeah. So I didn't hate it at all. I sort of expected
one of those, like, really,
but it would have been more interesting if they did something different.
Yeah,
so I can give it that.
It's the logic leaps that you have to go to make this make sense.
Yeah.
Because it's okay, so Palpatine is just like, well, fuck all this kid I have doesn't have Force powers. Well, fuck him then. Oh wait, his kid does. So I'm going to hunt her down,
and
which is murder. But I'm going to get the guy that's hunting him down. I'm going to give him a Sith knife.
Oh God, dagger
with the Goonies code debreaker on it, so I can see. So he can see how to find his way back to me.
Because the planet that Palpatine is on is a hidden planet. It's very difficult to find. That's where he's been doing all of his, like, somehow creating this fleet. And I guess he was in a Sith. Was that like a Sith temple?
Yeah, that was one of the visuals I really liked.
How fucking old is he now?
Exactly,
very old. And this was part of the visuals that we'll talk about that was really cool. Yeah. He was on this like weird mechanical,
like Matrix type contraption, holding
with
him
like
up,
things plugged into him, and old as fuck.
He's
cool. He's like
Star Wars version of Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah, well, and he's like missing flesh and stuff like that. He's he's like
obviously blind.
Dying. Yeah, obviously blind.
That's cool stuff. I do like that.
It's really that part of it. Like there are certain things like we're saying,
but that are Goonies reference is spot on. After TJ told me that, I'm like, yep.
Now, let me ask you this. With Emperor still being alive, does that just take away what Vader did?
I feel like it does.
Yeah, it does. It cheapened it.
It literally had to.
That. But it also lets me know that in Star Wars, the OSHA issues that you have with them not putting rails on anything doesn't matter because you can fall, apparently, from any distance.
And explode.
and be perfectly fine.
Who are you waiting for to make a return?
Oh, Mace Windu's going to be come back anytime now.
Yep.
I don't know.
Why?
Jedis haven't really come back.
He didn't die. He just fell.
No body, no death.
Apparently, if you fall, even if you're cut in half or blown up,
well,
you come back.
And I think this is a lot of the adding to like the Sith stuff. What are you pointing out?
Mike's.
What about them?
Sorry, that's probably. But so like he was able to like hate block all the explosion and destruction. And
well, I think the one of the things that they do is that the Sith they're trying to prove how powerful the Sith are. They've been doing that since the prequels, honestly, and adding new pieces of canon to all of the Sith stuff. There's only 2.
They do that with Jedi too, and they add new Force powers and everyone.
Oh, yeah.
So let me ask you this: how did they handle Kylo? Does Kylo get redeemed? Does he?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
It was very fast.
Well, I don't know if it was.
It's been a struggle since the first movie. He's been struggling against the light, and then finally, in this movie, him and Rey get into that sword fight on the remains of the Death Star. Rey practically she gives him a death stroke. I mean,
she kills him.
Yeah, he's in all purposes he's going to die.
Well, it's because Leia's interference. Kylo had the upper hand.
But she still kills him.
Yeah, but Rey still killed him.
Oh, I know. From the start of the stuff, they've been the new Force power is Force healing, which has been shown in other things before this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, he gets stabbed after Leia kind of uses the last of her essence to contact him and calls him Ben, and he hears her, and then
he gets soloed.
So. He thinks, he's kind of like upset, and then she gets pissed because Leia's dead or dying.
Because she senses that.
And so she stabs him, and so he's got this big fucking hole in him, and he's sitting there just breathing really, he's going down, and she force heals him, and he comes back, and then she takes off, and he has a vision of Han Solo. So Harrison Ford made a cameo for this.
That's nice.
Which was a surprise. I did not expect that.
To me, I felt that's the only way you could do a redemption with him.
Yeah.
That didn't feel.
And they had that good callback to the I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I'm strong enough.
And he chunks the saber.
And Han's like, I think he just says, "You are."
Yeah.
Touches the face and he's like, "You are."
And then Kylo just throws his fucking saber and decides he's a good guy now, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I thought that all worked out. I kind of dismissively said he became a good guy now.
Yeah, I liked Rey going to Octo. Kind of thinking, okay, I'm going to do the same shit that Luke did. I'm just going to separate myself. So I'm not going to go to Palpatine like he wants. I'm just going to. And then Mark Hamill comes back for another appearance.
Mm-hmm. You should treat your stuff better.
Because like immediately after Kylo throws his lightsaber away, Rey decides she's on the island that Luke had exiled himself to. She throws her lightsaber away, and Force Luke grabs it, and he's like,
"You should treat a lightsaber,
Jedi,
with more respect." I fucking rolled my eyes literally at that scene.
But also means that Force ghosts can interact with the physical plane, which is weird.
Yeah, we've seen that before
with Yoda.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. Okay. I guess that is the same thing, sort of.
Obi-Wan sat down on a log in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. So. It's just a weird thing.
It is.
Because he brought fire down. I was like, these guys could technically fight as ghosts.
Yeah, like why aren't y'all just fighting?
Star Wars.
And so he talks her into going back, but when he does, he brings her into his room and opens a special compartment in his room.
Oh God,
that has Leia's lightsaber.
So Leia has been
not Luke's green one that he had in Return of the Jedi.
No,
why would he have that? He would have Leia's lightsaber.
And then there's a flashback of them like Jedi training her and stuff.
So that's how Leia was able to force pull herself back into the ship,
which honestly, like
Rey's training.
I don't feel like I don't think that's ridiculous, because you've already multiple times since the original trilogy, you've known that Leia is force sensitive, and if her brother is going to start a camp, a Jedi camp, why wouldn't he at least train his sister a little bit?
It's one of those things, though, where I don't know. Maybe I'm just.
Also, I love the design of her lightsaber.
It's nice. I'm not discounting that part of it.
Yeah,
I'm discounting the part to where we have to be told this.
Yeah,
I can imply this that's okay.
Absolutely.
She was probably trained.
Yeah.
I don't have to be spoon-fed. Oh, Leia had to be trained in order to, Rey has to be trained in this movie in order to be able to fight Kylo.
Oh, yeah, because Leia was training Rey in the movie.
Because wasn't the flashback like they were on Endor? Because they were wearing like...
No, it was just a forested planet.
Okay.
It didn't... It was...
So did the Knights of Ren show up and fuck shit up?
God, no.
They did show up.
They showed up, and that's it.
They showed up as Kylo's posse for a few scenes. Then Kylo fucked them up.
Yeah. So they were... Captain Phasma did not show up.
I was surprised at that.
I was like, maybe she'll get to fucking do something this time.
No,
she's
she didn't even show up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did Finn actually do anything cool?
The Finn and Poe had like a good...
I forget about Poe all the time.
Yeah, Finn and Poe had like some good little arcs and everything. A lot of the movie was, hey, we have to find this MacGuffin to find this other MacGuffin because there's another MacGuffin that we're going to have to get to MacGuffin, this other MacGuffin,
to B,
so
to
we
C,
can get
to D,
to
to E.
Palpatine.
Yeah.
But there's no stakes to anything.
Nope.
They introduced new characters
that didn't need to be introduced.
Yeah, there's no
that
reason.
New droid that they added, I know every time they got to add a new fucking droid. And they got
baby.
The new bounty hunter, or not bounty hunter, that girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Or the ex-stormtrooper?
Yeah,
I was thinking why?
Interest. Now, the ex-stormtrooper, I thought that was kind of cool. Is the ending.
Which one was the ex-stormtrooper?
Jana, the black chick.
The one they imply is Lando's daughter.
I forgot about that. Yeah. Do they imply that, or do they imply that Lando's trying to get down on her?
Yeah,
that's
what it looked like
I
at
thought
first.
Lando was trying
And
to...
he's like, what system are you from? He's like this. He's like, I've been through there. I'm like, I bet you have.
Yeah, I felt it was really implied that it was her daughter. Yeah, or it was his daughter.
Okay.
That's what I got out of it. That's what Katie got out of it.
Yeah.
That's what Katie got out of it.
Like he was trying to mac and then realized, oh shit, that might be mine.
Yeah.
I was feeling Lando's sexual power going on.
Yeah.
Well,
Billy
that's just
D was like...
raw Billy D, though.
Yeah.
I felt like... I felt like... it's... the C-3PO thing...
Fuck it, I was...
They're like, okay, well, we can... C-3PO can decipher the Sith language on the knife, but they have to wipe his memories to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so they make a huge deal out of it. We're got to wipe his memories of it. And someone even says at one point, well, doesn't R2 just back up your memories? Oh, no, I don't trust his memory, or I don't trust his data storage or something like that.
His storage is spotty.
Okay. So they make this big deal, wipe C-3PO's memories and everything.
You get some good C-3PO jokes out of it.
Yeah. And then 5 minutes later, he gets his memories back from R2 because R2 has a backup.
Yep.
It's like everything that they
escalated it to make it mean something.
They're too scared to commit to anything that's going to be impactful.
Too scared.
Yeah.
Like that was my biggest issue with Last Jedi when like Finn was going straight towards it. Yes. I was like, this is going to be amazing.
This
Finn's
is going to sacrifice himself. For Finn.
It's going to be huge. And then Rose like sideswipes him, knocks him out, and gives that for love. And I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah.
You're going to let the
nothing comes from that. Like Rose is, because she was the one that was like, she was bullied off Twitter and everything, like sent death threats over her character and stuff. And they fucking like, she is erased from this last movie. She is in there.
She has three lines, I think.
She does nothing.
She really was no point in her being in it.
No.
She could have taken that spot that they gave to that ex-stormtrooper, could really have been Rose.
Absolutely.
And had the same kind of impact. In fact, it made more sense when that ex-stormtrooper's like, well, I'm not going to leave you here by yourself. I'm going where you go. I'm like,
oh, yeah, because it was almost like a new love interest for Finn.
Yeah.
But they also like sort of played up
Finn and Rey.
Yeah, at Finn and Rey, there's a point where they're about to die, and he's like, oh, I've never told you. And then like they get sucked under the ground and stuff. And for the rest of the movie, people are like, what were you about to tell her?
She even brings it up. She's like, hey, so what were you going to say? He's like, oh, not right
I've
now.
always felt
and
that
we
like,
never find out what it was.
Finn had this underlying attraction to Rey. Like that was a big thing in like Last Jedi, even from like Force Awakens. But I felt they really kind of upped it a little.
Force Awakens was a big, was a big part of it too.
I felt they pushed it even heavier, I guess.
In Last Jedi.
And so like to hear that became nothing.
That became nothing between Rey, between this new chick, between Rose, and like a lot of people have always.
You see something.
between like Finn and Poe.
Yeah,
and nothing there either. So
because that's my thing. It's like I get you can't wrap up everything, but if you built something for 2 movies, that should be.
There should be something there.
Technically, is what it feels like.
But that's one of those they didn't. It's another one of those where they didn't want to commit to something and say this is definitely what it is.
Yeah, because it literally feels like this movie was like Force Awakens, then Rise of Skywalker, because of how much they tried to redo Last Jedi. It felt like that was just not there, and they're trying to make
it was a fever
2 movies in one to fill his trilogy out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, and also just another thing, like they had to use a lot of stuff that was shot with Leia from the old movie.
Yeah.
So like you're obviously fitting that stuff in. You're very limited on what you can do. Almost any time I see or hear anything about Carrie Fisher, they did that little, like they'll do those little like, you know, quotes and stuff and like a little montage of her and stuff like that. I tear up every time. And I didn't get the emotional send-off that I wanted from Leia from this at all.
No, the closest was when Chewie found out.
God,
yeah, that was the closest.
Bro, I fucking teared up at that part.
And I feel like that's the most emotion anybody showed in the movie.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, there's some anger. Other than that, I mean, it's...
Again, because
that Chewbacca guy sold in.
We're beating it up pretty bad, but again, it's a Star Wars movie. So, like, not having a bunch of emotion to it does, you know... Well, there are certain points where you need that.
Yeah, this is from the same movie series where I hate sand.
Oh, yes.
It gets in everything.
Yes.
It's just like you were saying, like, you know, one of the main things we're saying is like it's building towards a moment, and then it's like 2 minutes later, it's like there was no reason to do that. Like with 3PO.
There was a lot of things
wiping the memory.
We didn't get payoffs on that we should have gotten payoffs on. There were a lot of payoffs that we got that if they had handled them,
payoffs,
if they had handled them, there were a bunch of payoffs,
and we'll get to those.
If they had handled it a little bit better, or like given us a little bit more time,
exactly to make them sink,
it would have meant something more.
Well, explain the line with 3PO looking. He's like, "Oh, I want to see my friends one last time."
What about it?
There was no need for that because he was still 3PO. There's no peril.
He knew he was about to have his memory.
Yeah, that version of 3PO is going away.
Yeah.
I get it.
It was literally like
it'd been nice to have some of his old friends there.
But it was like a 2-week block. But who were his old friends?
Like R2 or Chewie.
R2 didn't really have much of a...
R2 wasn't in it.
Wasn't even in it hardly.
He was Rose, basically.
Yeah. But like, where was I going? What was I... So... You get these payoffs. There are certain payoffs that like could have been handled a little bit better.
Yeah.
But all in all, like we're going into a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
And the things that we did get that were really good and really fun. You got a lot of good action scenes. You got a lot of good alien scenes, and like you said, the visuals were gorgeous
and really mystical force powers. Like the other force power that really popped up was one they hinted at Last Jedi. Was, you know, how they had Kylo and Rey were having these kind of interactions, and
the
Kylo
force life bond,
the mist from the planet and stuff like that. And so they really played that up in this movie. Like they had a lightsaber fight through this connection.
Yeah.
So she would wreck something in the room that she's in, and the rubble from it would splash over into his to the planet that he was on.
Really fucking cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was a great visual. They played it off very well because they do camera sweeps, and you'd see the rubble falling down, and then all of a sudden it's at Kylo speed on this planet, and she's on a ship.
Yeah. And I thought, even though like a lot of Kylo's stuff was like a little convoluted, of course, because it's Star Wars, he did a great job. He's done Adam Driver has done an incredible job throughout this entire series, and he was the shining star in this movie for sure.
Yeah,
because he did a great job.
And then they finally paid that off at the end with the fight against Palpatine, and he's surrounded by the Knights of Ren. He doesn't have a lightsaber.
He's just fighting them,
and they do the Force bond.
And they do that thing, and she puts the lightsaber behind her back, and he reaches his hand back and pulls it out.
So it's really cool.
That's fun.
Yeah.
So does
he start wearing white?
No. He stays in black.
She doesn't start wearing black either.
No. And it was a Force vision with her with the double-bladed lightsaber.
That was really cool. That was Sith her.
Yeah.
Was really cool.
Especially when she like jumps at her and their teeth change all sharp and everything.
Yeah. I do think once we got into the movie and it's like, okay, there's this whole armada of Death Star Super Star Destroyers and Palpatine's alive. So we're there already.
Yeah.
So what we have to do with it, well, once you get to the end, I thought like a lot of that end stuff was really, really good. Like the fight between him and them and how all that went down. I did very much feel like at the end, I thought it was going to be switched. And I thought that Rey was going to be the one that was going to sacrifice herself
to save Kylo. Because you almost have a Romeo and Juliet at the end where one of them dies, and then, but instead of the other one committing suicide, she brings him back to life, but it kills her. Like that's what you thought was going to happen, or I thought was going to happen. But he sacrifices himself for her. But I kind of get it because there's no place for him to go after he leaves this.
It's another one of those things that I get it 100%. I'm fine with it. I can live with it. I even enjoy it somewhat. I think that would have been a braver direction, and they never would have done it.
It would have,
but it would have been much more interesting.
Yeah, it would. That part would not have been a Star Wars movie because aside from all the other murders that Kylo's committed, he killed Han Solo.
Yeah.
And people, it doesn't matter how many other people
they're not going to let him redeem himself and become the new good guy or anything like that. You're not going to get that.
So that I knew that would never happen. No. I'm surprised Rey lived.
I am too.
I was really expecting her to die in some way. The closeout scene where
the battle. Are we talking about the battle yet?
Okay, the fight against Palpatine.
Well, I was talking about that whole battle.
That was like Endgame all over again.
I thought that was emotional.
I felt like they were trying to make it emotional when they had the different starfighter pilots dying.
Yeah.
And it felt like they were trying to make it emotional when all of the ships show up.
I thought the speech that Poe gave at the end
flat.
I thought that was emotional. That got me because at the end everyone's dying. Palpatine is kicking ass. He's blowing the shit out of everything.
He's shooting force lightning up and destroying.
I thought you meant
clouds
before
of
they're
ships.
going to Exegol.
So he's shooting force lightning, fucking up Rey and Kylo. He's fucking everyone, and they're up there. They've got whatever they brought with them, a few fighters and everything, and some other people have gone out to see. Because one of the other things that they talk about in this that Palpatine's really trying to do is convince everyone in the universe that the Resistance has lost. They have no hope. They have no chance.
Yeah.
So no one will join up with them. So they're they don't have anyone left. So Lando and Chewie, is that who it is? Mm-hmm. Go out to see if they can find some people to come help them. And Poe leads this ragbag, tiny, little whatever ships they've got, squadron, against this stuff. And they're people are getting murdered left and right. And Poe he just kind of breaks and he's like, I'm sorry, everyone. I thought we could do this. I'm sorry.
But I guess no one's coming.
Basically, I fucked up. No one's coming. No one's coming. Because he's been saying this whole time, if we get out there, people will come. And then, of course,
they come. That didn't seem that impactful.
Did he Randy Quaid it at the end and fly straight to Emperor Palpatine? I'm back.
No,
unfortunately, no.
But the speech leading up to that, when they were going to Exegol,
that was whatever.
That was just that was so vanilla and bland.
Yeah. But I did the whole entire it was fun. The whole entire last act of that battle and everything like that, all the stuff with Kylo finally fighting the Ren people, the stuff that you said with her handing off the lightsaber, all the stuff between Palpatine, all the space fights going on, and Finn and his lady.
I felt like the Star Destroyers were taken out a little easy.
Yeah, that was a lot too easy.
I saw a Y-wing take out a Star Destroyer by itself
by crashing into the gun, which they said.
Oh, did not everybody just do a bunch of going?
No, they addressed that. They said that's a 1 in a million thing, and that's the only thing they said about it.
Wait, about what?
The Holdo maneuver. They said that's a 1 in a million thing, and then they just went to the next.
I didn't even hear them.
Oh no!
Say that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Wow.
They're like, why don't we? Because Dominique, fucking one of the hobbits, the Hobbit guy that's in the game.
Okay. Yeah.
He says it. He's like, why don't we just all do a bunch of Holdo maneuvers? And they're like, that's a 1 in a million shot, and then just went on with what the real plan was going to be.
It looked pretty easy when she did. It didn't look like a 1 in a million shot at all.
Wow. I didn't even catch that.
Yeah. Was there a bunch of that shoehorned Disney humor? Because that's what really turned me off.
Not really.
I chuckled at one or two things.
That was it. Did you find stuff funny? Was there stuff that was supposed to be funny? Like
I think there were some things like the 3PO jokes after he got his memory erased.
But they were very typical 3PO jokes.
Yeah, because that was my big thing.
It all fit.
Last Jedi really just the whole opening with Poe and the back and forth was just so.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely Poe and Finn had their back and forth, and
no, they're back. I'm talking about with at the very beginning of that with Poe, the wrong caller ID and all that stuff like that.
Oh no, there was none of that.
It's just real
the Guardians,
the new general. The new general was.
Was he someone?
Nope.
I didn't even get
first time.
Okay, because it seemed like maybe he was a holdover from Emperor's old days.
They let it. He's supposed to be.
Okay.
They kind of lead him up. They build him up to be the spy, but then it's not.
The Sith troopers were fucking badass looking.
Yeah, they look cool. They died just like regular stormtroopers.
Absolutely. But yeah,
Burr's new groove.
God damn.
Yeah, but they so they defeat Palpatine, which was another great visual.
Yeah.
And a callback to Episode 3.
They also throw in this. There's this whole thing Palpatine says that he wants Ren murder or Rey murdered, and then you find out he doesn't. He wants her to kill him because if she kills him, she takes on his essence, and every Sith that's ever lived, he has the knowledge and the power of every Sith that's ever lived. Which
he is the Sith.
That's new canon.
That's new stuff.
And that's really that's really cool.
Yeah,
I love that.
And he's but it's got to be out of anger.
Yes, of course.
She's got to embrace her anger, and it kind of makes sense why he wanted Luke to do it too on Return of the Jedi.
Yeah,
that makes a lot more sense because I don't think.
That makes that even better.
Yeah,
that's one of the things that they did in this that made something else better.
It's a newer, younger body.
Yeah, because then it's because I don't think if Vader would have blocked that, I don't think he would have done shit.
No,
because he did not act like he was doing anything until.
No. That's good. That's good. I'm into that. I'm into that.
Okay, but Rey kind of defeats him the same way Mace Windu almost beat him by just reflecting his Force lightning back at him. But he says, I'm the embodiment of all the Sith, basically.
I am the Sith.
And she's sitting there trying to hold back his lightning and everything. And then, no, she's on the ground still. She hadn't got up yet. And then...
This was probably my favorite part of the movie.
You start hearing all these Jedi voices because she talked about the movie.
And stuff.
How she can't talk to the old Jedi or anything like that. And then all of a sudden you start hearing all these voices of all these Jedi. And they're not just random ass voices.
Yeah. No, it's Hayden Kit Christensen,
Samuel L. Jackson,
Alec Guinness.
Get up, motherfucker!
You get Yoda in there.
Yeah,
you've got
Qui-Gon,
Kanan from Rebels.
Yeah, Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah, you get all of these guys.
Ahsoka was one of them, which is awesome.
Luminara.
This is the first time any movie has really addressed the cartoons.
No, Solo with Maul.
I have to watch Solo again.
Darth Maul shows up at the end.
I know. I'd forgotten about that. Yeah. But he was also in the movies. I get it.
But he had the robotic legs and stuff like that.
Because he apparently was killed off episode 1, but he's not.
Yeah, because that was one of my favorite parts about Solo.
And
honestly.
This too had the Sith temple looked very much like the one from Rebels.
Absolutely.
So but she stands up and
they encourage her to get up,
down, and she just reflects his Force lightning back at him, disintegrates him, which was a pretty cool visual.
That was cool, and this wasn't one of those cheesy moments, but he's like, I'm the embodiment of all Sith, and she's like, and I'm the embodiment of all Jedi, and I'm like,
Because she used...
You didn't have to do that.
It's an eye roll thing.
She used, what was it, Luke and Leia's lightsaber. Because she had the one,
she had both of them.
And then she just pulls the other one out and just, boom.
Yeah.
Cross the streams.
Yeah.
Exactly. She crossed the streams.
Nice.
We've been lied to this whole time.
Kylo comes back. She's laying there
dying.
Dead.
Yeah, dead.
Yeah, and then he brings her back with his life force, and he dies. And
not before he gets kissed.
Because you do, there is a Kylo.
Does he come back as a Force ghost, though?
No, but his body fades away. Yeah. And that's when Leia's fades away, too.
Hers doesn't fade away until his does. Yeah. I thought that was interesting.
Mm-hmm. They may have forgot about it.
No, I think it's more of like she was waiting for him.
I think so, too. I think that they didn't explain it, which makes me wonder what it was, because they did explain everything else.
Yeah.
But that just happened.
They did. They said that her journey as a Jedi would not end until Kylo was dead.
Oh, okay. Okay, well.
That was one of those things. During the training sequence, they're like, she trained until, she saw that her Jedi, her path as a Jedi would not end until Kylo died.
Oh, I forgot. Okay, yeah, because she had a Force vision. I forgot about that. Okay.
And then, okay. We are.
Well, a lot of ups and a lot of downs.
Yeah.
And then the last scene of the movie is a callback to episode 4. Rey goes to Tatooine, buries Luke and Leia's lightsabers, reveals she's got one of her own with yellow blades.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. And
the new designs of the 2 new lightsabers were very cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Rey's was really nice, and Leia's was really cool. It looked like Naboo almost. Yeah, it reminded me of
Leia's
Naboo
was
stuff.
Probably the nicest lightsaber I've ever seen. It was nice.
Aesthetic-wise, it looked nice.
Aesthetically, yeah.
But with this last scene, we get...
What?
Afterwards,
the Rey Skywalker thing. She
earlier in the movie,
someone asked her who she is, and she's like, "My name's Rey," and she's like, "What's your family name?" And she stands there for a minute, and she says Skywalker instead of Palpatine. So she is bucking her whole
the rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
So
and then the very last thing you see is Rey silhouetted against the twin sun setting.
Yeah,
with BB-8 right beside her and the Skywalker theme playing.
So we absolutely I feel like we absolutely shit on this a bunch, because it's not a perfect movie at all.
It is not,
but it is absolutely a fun movie. And if you go, like I said, if you go in there and you want to pick everything apart, you're gonna be able to. You're easily going to be able to.
Let's get down to the nitty gritty. If you got Last Jedi and you got Rise of Skywalker, which one are you liking better?
Last Skywalker, absolutely. I thought it was an adequate ending to this whole entire thing, because we know how endings go. They never come out the way you want them to.
Yeah.
But I had fun watching it, and that's when I watch Star Wars. I want to fucking have fun watching it.
Yeah.
And I think it did that. It had, like we said, it had a lot of issues.
Yep.
It had a lot of cheesiness to it. There was God, come on, guys. But I thought it was fun.
To me, it's like the third part in any of these movies or any of the trilogies. Mm-hmm. Return of the Jedi is not as good as Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Again, it's because you have to wrap things up, and it's not going to be a tidy package.
No.
Episode 3 is not. Well, Episode 3 is better than Attack of the Clones.
Yeah,
but that's not a high bar.
That's not. Yeah, that's like jumping over a 2-foot little jump and saying, "Hey, I won the high jump." But in this one, I feel like it's a lot of fun. It has a lot of payoffs and stuff like that. I feel like it fixed a lot of things that didn't need to be fixed.
Yeah.
But I think the cool scenes in it, and I think in repeat viewings, I'll probably be a lot more generous to it, like I was with Rogue One.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm leaning towards like a 5 out of 10 on it. If I was to put a number on it,
I'd probably go a 7.5, 8.
Yeah, I said 7.75.
Pretty high.
7.5. Yeah.
I would say 7. It's to me.
It's because it's
safe.
Well, that's
it's a safe ending.
Very safe. Movie.
It's a safe movie.
Yeah.
You're not. Nothing's going to be challenged for you.
No.
Everything, it'll be handed to you just like you want it.
Yeah. Because a lot of stuff was forced through this trilogy.
I think it was too fast paced.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think, and that hurts it for the emotional payoffs. And this is not even a critique of little plot points and stuff like that, which I have issues with, but mainly just in a storytelling thing. I think it's too rushed. I think it's it doesn't let things land like they need to. They don't give anything time to breathe. They're going to after too many MacGuffins. There's too many bait and switches on the MacGuffins. I think it could have been a tighter story, especially if. But this is a whole trilogy issue for this trilogy. They all could have been a tighter story.
Yeah.
Well, you heard it. This movie sucked.
That's your opinion.
If you like fun movies, you're in for a bad time.
There are some really fun parts.
Yeah, there are.
That's what kills me about it, because the Rey and Kylo Ren fights are really good.
Really good.
That's all it felt like.
The final space fight, I mean, there's some iffy stuff in it, but it's badass to watch.
Yeah. The Ghost. Fucking
was it
Ghost
in there?
was in there like 5 times.
For it.
Yeah, I kept looking for like the last part of that, like that whole battle wasn't ruined for me, but it was mostly me looking for the ghost.
Yeah, I know that was me. I couldn't find it,
and then at the end being like, fucking just off in the distance when they're all partying. I just want a Twi'lek pilot. Just show that's all I need, and didn't get it. I didn't see that
I would
at
have
all.
just shit a brick if, like, even just a silhouette of Ahsoka and Sabine on the planet there or something.
There would have been, yeah.
It just one
or even
little
like
thing.
Chopper.
Yeah,
that's all. That's all I wanted. Just one little thing. We did get the ship, which was awesome.
Yeah,
but
I didn't see it, but I'll have to see it again.
Yeah, it's in there a few times.
All right, to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for your feedback. I'm gonna go see it.
I know you are.
Watch it.
I really think everybody should make their own opinion on it.
Yes. And honestly, from the stuff you tell you, that doesn't sound like there was actually much to spoil. It sounds like it's mostly handed to you in the beginning anyway. So, thank you guys for listening. I know it's been a while. I hope you've enjoyed this episode and, of course, the reviews. We will be back doing our full recap of 2019, and actually, we may do a few decade best ofs. We won't do as much as we usually do for the year, but we'll give you maybe some best movies, best comics of the decade. Ooh, that's gonna be so fun.
For best comics of the decade.
It's been
probably be the best ones of the year too.
Maybe.
We get laid sometimes. Thank you. Bye.
Nerds Who Get Laid Sometimes is recorded at the illustrious Big Brown Record Town Studios in beautiful downtown Lake City. Episodes are published each Monday on iTunes, Stitcher, Podbean, and Google Play. You can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Nerds Who Get Laid. We're at Nerds Who Get Laid on Twitter and Instagram. We're part of the Geeks World Wide podcast network. You can find reviews and articles we write at thegww.com. We're also part of the Modest Pod podcast network. We're on FloridaGeekscene.com and also WeBeGeeksPC.com. Please subscribe, rate, and review us on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and Podbean. You can also check out the show notes for links about things we talked about in this episode. Thanks so much.
This has been a production of the GWW Radio Network. Please don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review us on iTunes, Stitcher, and SoundCloud. Also, check out Geeks Worldwide at thegww.com for all the latest news, reviews, and opinions on video games, comics, movies, TV, cosplay, and more. Geeks Assemble!